Yeah, just be chilling, having conversations, and
Yes, sir.
I don't ever record them. I just sit back and it be what it be. But then I just sit back and watch these. It's like, damn.
And it becomes like a form of like expressing.
Yeah,
What we do with the youth too is paint, right?
yeah.
So a lot of kids they suppress their feelings. They don't want to talk. So you give them, paper, everything, pad. You know what I'm saying, paint, and you allow them to draw their thoughts and the things that they going through, and this is a form of expressing themselves. You know
Yo,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
learning that, bro. I started unpacking a whole lot,
Okay.
and it be live like while I'm recording. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, and then I started tracing back some memory that's been sitting in the back of my head,
Correct.
and it's helped me understand like, oh, that's why you act like that. That's why you doing this, and it's
Okay.
yeah. So it's therapeutic too. So
That's it.
yeah,
That's it. It's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Like I like puzzles.
yeah,
I get up in the morning and I just write my thoughts, right? Whether I write it down or I text it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's therapeutic. I go to the gym. Most people just go to work out. It's therapeutic
Mm.
mentally. Like when I get in the gym, like that's one of the places that I go to, and it's like ain't no judgment in here. We all for the same goal.
Mm.
That's my peace. Then I step outside of it, and then you in this big old world of problems and confusion. But when I step in there, it's like I'm just
Peace.
peace. I'm that like next. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
yo. It's funny you mentioned that because like walking into greatness, I've been touching on that lately, and it's like, what does that look like? What does that feel like?
Okay.
Um, man, I'm gonna do this formal introduction so that we right here already. So another episode, we calling it "Take It from Somebody That Knows." Um, our guest today, again, these are my versions of Newport News living legends, like people who really come from the struggle and found beauty in the struggle and now sharing it with other people because our stories on our own. Everything we go through is meant for somebody else. We got to stop being so possessive of our stories. So, my guest today has a very vast story, um, one of trials and triumphs. And I love the work that he's been doing lately. We're looking forward to partner on a lot of events.
Yes, sir.
Um, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And we want to touch on like what you're doing now,
Okay.
um, and where you're going with it. So everybody, we got Mr. Marcus Ward. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so yeah, bro, we touching on just like you say greatness.
Yep.
What does that look like? What does that feel like? Because I think it's more of a feeling.
Right.
You say when you step up in the gym, and yo, me and Mark go back, bro. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep on talking.
Yes.
Like little kids, and again, this connection that we got with downtown East End, um, Boys and Girls Club, the Spartans. You know,
Yeah.
we had an abundance of athletes, like athletes on athletes on athletes,
Yes.
and everybody know the Vic story. Everybody know, everybody know that. But man, if we could have spread that thing out,
Mm-hmm.
this boy had one of the prettiest spirals, and we could all throw. But no, Marcus
Right.
let that thing rip.
Right. Right.
Hooper, pure jumper, shoot,
Yes. This.
bang on you like the athlete, man. And just to watch you move into the realm that you're moving into now. Um, and we'll get into your story,
I got you for sure.
but just how you're moving now and how you're bringing that story full circle and making it make sense.
Right.
We touched on like talking and expression and how it's therapeutic and help you to uncover
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
stuff that we don't even know we're dealing with.
Right. Right.
So let's get into that with what you're doing right now.
So as of right now, I'm the director of BYDS. Before you do something,
Okay.
um, like I said before, we work on effective communication with the inner city youth, conflict resolution. We do a lot of parent engagements. I mean, we start as early as the age of 5. Because if one thing about the age of 5, right, it forces the parent to be involved, and that's big on me. the household, because it starts in the household.
Yeah.
So even with my children now, I've been in their lives their entire life.
Yeah.
We have a good communication line. We got a bond. They're friends. The basketball team, we in a group chat together with my son. The wrestling friends, we in a group chat. We got stuff, I'm the cool dad. Mr. Marcus Ward, long as you keep your grades good, respecting each other, respecting your parents, you're going to get $20 a week in the group chat, each kid.
Nice.
That's my sign of appreciation, even though it's not about money, but I know, like, things that'll keep a kid going, keeping them out of trouble. Because I remember them days we could be downtown and we ain't had no money in the store. And one person got 50 cents. And we got oatmeal cakes. We breaking bread, right? I can recall putting stuff in my pocket and they ain't had no business going in there and getting caught stealing.
Yeah.
So I never want to put my kids or any other kids in the predicament because they like walking to the store and doing stuff like that now.
Right.
So on the back of BYDS, we also got Frontline University, Frontline Millionaires University, when they restore entrepreneurship in the community, teaching financial literacy, mental health, just everybody might not want to go to school.
Right.
Everybody might not want to go in the military. Right. So the youth is talented.
Very.
Very. And every now and then they take like a little bump, a little push to help them get to where they need to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think now people neglect that because they be like, I remember when I used to do this. And I remember the things have changed dramatically, even parenting. You know what I'm saying? And to also piggyback off of, the thing that I love about this is because you know me.
Yeah.
And I know you.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know that I grew up in the Towers. Originally, when I was born, I was in the Towers.
In the Towers.
You know what I'm saying? And you got Aqua Vista and you got Really Circle. It was abundance of athletes. By the time when I stayed on the 8th floor, by the time I came downstairs, after knocking on everybody's door, it was about 15 or 16 of us.
Yeah.
All athletes. And this per project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was times that Really Circle would play the Towers football. Then Aqua Vista would play Really Circle. This was just a thing for us. We could go down to the beach and walk the beach and pop out at Stewart Gardens and ended up at Magruder for the pool. Things have changed so dramatically now. So, I try to get a youth, my kids, everything that I felt like that I didn't have, and for the things that I couldn't get over the hump for, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to them.
Right.
I gotta give it. It's gonna make it easier for them instead of seeing them struggle or going through. Because it ain't even peer pressure no more. Kids just don't even.
Right.
They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it.
Right. I explored something, right? So you touched on something of how connected we were.
Yes.
We were real connected.
Yes.
Like your hood right here, Towers, Aqua Vista, last of the courts, last of the drive, Really Circle, Harbor Homes, Dickinson Court, Walker Village. They all right there.
Yeah. You still had your streets.
Super connected. Like you can walk and get to these places.
Yeah.
And we were taught, we were groomed as kids, like making it is getting out of here.
Getting out of here.
And so
downtown.
To get from out of there, to get from beneath the bridge, because Newsom Park was a different animal.
It was, yeah. And when you crossing them railroad
get
tracks.
Up the railroad tracks, but just to make it out. And now that we here, and we talking about your kids, and I'm looking at my kids, to make it out that environment was the goal. Mm-hmm. But I feel sorry for my kids in a sense that they don't have that level of connectivity.
Yes.
Just neighborhood, to be able to walk outside, to ride your bike, like it's not there in abundance.
Yeah, it's not there. I mean, you got it now, like, and it's not off subject, but just last week, a mother and a child walking down the street, right? People so reckless, like you can't even do it no more. They get hit, get killed, hit and run, gone. This is small stuff. You got to understand, when we was youth, and I told my wife this, people won't even die. And I'm going to be honest with you. You might have had a car accident, or you might have had a few people from the hood that died, but won't nobody die. And if you did get into it with somebody 9 times out of 10, we all knew each other's family.
Yeah.
So you could dump it out.
It was still connected.
And it was still connected.
Now it's shoot first, ask questions last, and then you like,
yeah.
oh, that was so and so son.
Yeah,
This
and then
was
not
so-and-so.
and then not only that is the kids are already seeking guidance outside of the household. Right? They not even, like my kids really ask me stuff. My kids know I've been to prison. They know why. They know when I came home I had hiccups and I was going back to prison. They know I was driving without a license, but I had bills to pay.
Right.
But I always taught them though that don't mean it was the right thing.
Right. Making it work. And
Making it
you know,
work.
we look at everything from like this right or wrong. And it's a lot of gray area, but it's based on our judgment. And
Correct.
we got to also understand like the system and how the system boxes things in.
Yeah.
And I like to talk about the resiliency of our people. I really study this.
Yes.
Like
Got you.
we've been thrown in a lot of situations, and just because something is illegal don't mean that is right, or just because something is legal don't mean it's right.
It's right.
So
right.
we got to teach our kids to think, and what you're doing is doing that. Like, man, if ain't no food coming in this house, but this is, you know what I mean?
Right, I'm with you,
Bro. It's about survival, and that's what
yeah.
we've done. And we've thrived every time, and we do it with a smile on our face, and that's what separates us. Yeah. And before I just dive into history and resiliency and the beauty of our people, I want to bring it back to like talking about the kids searching for guidance outside the house.
Yes.
The reason why they're outside of the house is because everything is in the palm of their hand.
Yes.
It's so much information in the palm of their hands, and this is why it's important to stay educated and stay sharp as a parent, because these kids are learning things at an exponential rate, and they no longer need to look to you for guidance.
They don't.
So if you're not staying up on it, they just like, why am I ask you? Or they looking at situations. This is why teachers are undervalued. This is why the people who standing up to be coaches are undervalued in our community. It's because everything is money driven, capital driven.
Capital driven.
And if you ain't got no money, you ain't shit.
And that's how they do it. And is rough. Cause even with my kids, right? Money don't drive them. Right. I show them what money can do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I also too, they work for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They go out of town with me. They go to work with me. They do their chores. So I'm a reward them. Right. But sometimes it don't even come in currency. It'll come with like, oh yeah, we going to Africa. We gonna do that. Matter of fact, pull the map up and point on the map. Because that's where I got myself at and my wife to the point now. Because it was a time I couldn't do that. I remember when I first went to Disney World, my mama sent me to Disney World.
Yeah.
Right? Everything was paid for, right? Van pull up when we get to the resort, and she sent me to Walt Disney World with $20. Right? Now, I was like 15, 16. And I'm already in my mind, already knowing I probably only going to get a half a bag of popcorn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my kids now, my daughter just came back from New Orleans for 3 weeks or whatever. She was with her cousin. Some people say it's outrageous. Some people say it ain't. I sent her with $100 cash and $100 on the card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They figure it out.
And that's to take the stress level off the next person.
Yeah, she got to know how to manage.
And the crazy thing about it is she had that, and you know what she did? She returned with $200.
So she was in a moment.
She was just happy to be with her family.
She was in a moment, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She was taking care. She had her needs met.
She had her needs met, and then she got back, and her cousin father that she was with that dropped her off when they got done and they got to Starbucks. You know what she do? I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna take care of the Starbucks. But see, my kids got principle. They got morals.
Yo. That's the bedrock. That's the foundation, bro. And that, for some reason, is unspoken.
Yes, man.
It's unspoken. Like, we really got to verbalize this. We got to post this stuff. It need to be like upon entering and exiting your house. Like,
yes.
This is what we stand for. People don't know what they stand for, and that's why they falling for whatever they see. They just going for it because they don't have nothing that's concrete. Like,
and a lot of parents then already gave up on their kids too.
Bruh.
So like they even some of the parents, they morals and how they was raised and changed. They left it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's tough times, bruh. It's tough times, and
right.
like they say, it make an egg hard and a potato soft. Like that high man. Look, when you start applying that pressure, man,
Yes.
you gonna start seeing who.
Who is it? Yeah.
And pressure has been applied to a lot of people who weren't built for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see a lot of people folding because they don't have the tools.
Mm-hmm.
The tools that you're giving your kids now, how to manage their expectations,
Yes.
how to work,
Mm-hmm.
a work ethic. Nobody even speaks on that, especially now when we looking at sports, because we sports heads, right? What we did back then, we didn't recognize that it was training because it was fun.
It was fun.
We did it for the love. We went
Yeah.
outside. You knew what time it was.
Yeah, we just go.
We just all day.
Mm-hmm. And we
That-
wanted to go to practice.
Cause it was a good time.
It was a good time.
Money and the way that they portray it, and all of these other things that come along with it, has made that the driving force. We got up and did this because we loved fucking doing it.
That's what we doing it. Like, and we was real. I ain't saying the kids now not, but we was real kids. All we wanted to do was be outside, get around our friends. You know, I spent a lot of things that people don't know too is I spent a lot of time with a lot of family.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My mom and them, it was certain issues that they had going on back then, you know, and I had the people that know. I paid for Hampton Tornadoes.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I stayed off Bradfield with my brother, and people like, how you? And then I turn around and get done and come back to the boys club.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I'm talking about started quarterback there. You know.
Yeah, I remember you came with us, like came back around B National time.
Yeah, came back around B National, and then around the time when I came back, that's when they started allowing the boys club to play Hampton Tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? I spent time with, you know, cousins and aunts and uncles. I spent more time out the house. That's what I did. I spent all my time strictly out the house with different families. So like now you got family members that don't talk to each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here I am. I'm talking to everybody because I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
This is my foundation. Yeah.
Kid.
Yeah. And then like I was built off family. Right? So my structure still to this day is foundation, is family. You know what I'm saying? If it's certain people in my family I couldn't talk to, I crack. Which leads to, you know, how I ended up in prison, how I crashed out. My cousin got killed.
Damn. And you're not even allowed to feel.
Man.
That's like, just how it go.
And that's just, and you know, and it just was a time where faith, I told somebody the other day, they was like, you know, do you pray? Do you this and that? And I was like, well, I'm gonna rewind it for you for a second, and I'm gonna take it back to where I had lost faith. It was a point in time, I think you remember too, I was going to church every Sunday, every Wednesday. You know, I was a member in the church, America Temple, a well-known member, had our own lawn care business. We was cutting all the churches. So Zed died, he had got killed, and I just was like, for somebody that's so impactful, so important, so needed in your life,
yeah,
how could you take that?
Yeah.
Right. So then my grandma died. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, these are links to change. And if you notice, when you pop a chain, right, this link on this diamond, right, it can be replaced. It can't be fixed. Right? Which is plays a lot of factor of the morals now with the teens. They never got to experience what it was for a grandma, a granddad, you know, to actually come to their aunt's house. Because I can recall y'all, you stayed across the street from your cousin. I mean, not even across the street. It was a yard.
Yeah.
You was here, you was there, and it was a lot of y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
People don't understand that importance of that, right? So it was people in my family that started passing away, and I'm just like, I couldn't handle it mentally.
Yeah. Damn.
I had about a 9-10 month of spread where I jumped off the porch and it just went totally left.
Damn, bro.
It went left. And we did the article at Heritage. I had a good season. We was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
and they hosted the playoffs at Heritage, and I had just literally broke a little 3-point record. I had 8 in one game, and then the next night I had 6. Then it came around, and then I had 7 threes, and they was just like, "What a determination! What a this and that." And I'm like, for real, I just think of Zed,
Damn.
Trustworthy, and Zed was really circle. Cedric Daniels, he was my heart, man. I'm talking about. So when it took him, I completely just, I already had an attitude. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing that nobody could say to me about faith no more. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, all right. And this would got it. The double-sided life that my parents didn't know I was living.
Yeah.
So I could go to school. I would do my work. I would go to practice. Both of my parents worked overnight. One 6 to 6, one 7 to 7. So once they get in their rhythm and I know that they at work and doing what they got to do, I'm out the back window. 27th Street, right beside Ian, my best friend, is Walker Village once I hop out the window. So that leads to shooting dice. Then that leads to carrying a firearm. That leads to smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still hooping. So these little stories start coming out, and robbery and abduction, and they like, nah, that ain't Marcus Ward. That ain't,
Yeah, bro. I was shook too. That rocked me.
It was just like, yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
Things was going on. I was going through a phase where, and it's crazy because we all was fan. Everybody knew you got a chance. You gonna go. You gonna go. You gonna this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So when they started hearing stuff, I didn't never get that. You ain't got to be doing that.
Right.
But if I did, I don't think nobody understood why I was doing it.
Right.
I was hurt. It was my form of grieving.
Damn, bro.
So what I had in my motto was, I'd never done nothing, cross them train track, like downtown and back.
Yeah.
So when I turned into this demon or whatever everybody would say, it was from them train tracks on. So if you was from there, other than Newsom Park and Brook Bridge, you was grass. And I had crashed out that much.
Man. All right, so I'm gonna dive into this.
Okay.
But what brought you back?
So I ended up getting 18 years, right? And I want to put this on record, and I'm glad that I'm doing this because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
What I went to prison for ain't what I did. I got found guilty for something that I didn't do.
Yeah.
I never robbed him. I never kidnapped him. It was a physical altercation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a situation where, he was embarrassed when I say Commonwealth State means a lot, people don't understand, right? So it happened. Like you say, it crashed out. Nothing had brought me back yet because even after the charge, I still was going.
Yeah.
I went out Hampton and started wilding out. Ended up now I'm bringing people in my mess. I done got incarcerated. Ain't never been locked up a day in his life. Get in there, we get locked up, and I lay down and go to sleep. He said, how you just, what? And I was like, bro, you going home. I ain't going home. They gonna keep me. But at this point in time, I already knew what was going on. He was like, this is crazy. So next thing you know, things got real. Go to court, and they moving forward with it. We going to trial. I don't know what happened. Whatever this guy said, I get 18 years, and they suspended 13. So originally I had 5 years.
Yeah.
All right. Before I could even, get the time, when he started handing me my time, I fainted and my mama fainted.
Damn.
When I woke up, I was in the bullpen, and it was a chair like this, and my lawyer was sitting in it, outside the jump. He had his tie open. He was like, I was just waiting for you to wake up. And I'm like, well, I'm supposed to be going home. He was like, shh. I said, what happened, man? He's like, you passed out. He said, you got 5 years to serve.
Shit.
Got 5 years to serve. Go in there, get in my cell, take a shower. I think I sat in there for about 4 hours. Might have cried my heart out. Lost my scholarship, Coffeyville, Kansas, for football. I was already established down there. They said that if all I had to do was get a decent SAT score, athletic-wise, I was fine. They was one of the top schools at that time as far as D1 recruits. So they was like, at the most, you're going to do a year. at the most, right? So we were, hooping, basketball, football, right? And get incarcerated and start seeing everybody from downtown, all my friends, all my family, and it's crazy, Start out at low level. Next thing you know, all I was doing was hooping. Right? I stopped calling home. I actually got into this thing called bidding.
Yeah.
I got focused. The more you call home, the more you do visits, it slows your time down.
Yeah. I parallel my Navy journey.
Got you.
That isolation.
I got you.
That led to my elevation.
Okay.
So, not to discredit what you went through,
No,
but
no.
that's how I compartmentalize shit in my
Got
head.
you. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So got in there, went to my first receiving camp, and off the top, a lot of the guys was like, you a baby. Like, and when you learn to hoop like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, now remind you, my scholarship was for football.
Yeah.
So throughout my journey, when I came home a phenomenal basketball player. I was good, but now I didn't put on size and everything. So my focus in there too was that it was people in there that I needed to hear what I was supposed to hear on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it. Go grind. Don't do that. Because when I did my time, I wasn't hanging around people my age. Everybody was older. It got to the point where, I was playing so good. It was system to system, jail to jail. They like Marcus Ward. So when I would get transferred somewhere, they was already waiting on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't take my bid serious until I got to a level 4, King Mountain, because I was in there still smoking weed, acting up. They piss test me, transferred me to a high level, and then it was just like, excuse my language, it was redneck city. It was on the border. It's like it's on the border of Tennessee. And you got them deputies, some 6'8", 6'9" cats that play for, Tennessee and spit that out their mouth, all that tobacco stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but they had football. So people knew me for basketball. Now we had a whole nother camp. So everything that I was doing in basketball, I turned around and did it in football. They was like, man, this is one of the most athletic people I had ever. They couldn't believe it.
Word.
The whole time I was incarcerated, I still said, I'm going to go to school. I need to go to school.
Yeah.
And I was still, nobody had cut me off. I still had all my friends. Everybody still was trying to be in contact and stuff like that. But, man, I came home and I always said, I was like, when I come home, as soon as they released me, I went into the first church I seen. And I knocked on the door, and I just asked the lady. The church was closed, but there was a secretary in there. And she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I just need somebody to pray for me. I just came home, And while I was in there, I got into a fight. So I ended up getting into a fight and hurt a guy real bad, and he split his head. So I ended up getting an extra 8 months. So I ended up totaled out at 6 years and 2 months. So I don't take no credit from none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to move forward, when I got out, she prayed for me and everything. And, it just was like, I ain't had nothing, bro. I came home to my mama's house, sleeping on the couch. I ain't had no transportation. I was behind. And I was kind of I was scared. It was because I had been incarcerated for over 6 years, and it was just so wide open. I had a plan to go to school.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but my goal was to go to school. I didn't have a plan to get to school, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can have a goal,
but you gotta map it out.
You gotta
what steps you take.
Right, and if you map it out and you plan it, then you're giving yourself room for hiccups. You see what I'm saying? Because if you have a goal and then you run into a hiccup, most people don't finish it. They're gonna stop, and then they're gonna reset another goal, and before you know it, you're just gonna be a person that starts stuff and don't never finish it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, got in school, Thomas Nelson. Thank you to Jamal. Rest in peace, Coach Ant. Got in Thomas Nelson. You can ask anybody. I was averaging 40, 45 there.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And you can YouTube a lot of this stuff now. So I get a call, and the coach, he said, "Damn, you're a hard person to catch up with." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was still living a double-sided life when I came home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was trying,
Routine.
right. And I was trying to find my way.
Right.
And that's what's going to lead to me in this field.
I'm tracking.
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful story. I'm tracking.
Right. So he get in contact with me. He's like, man, you're a hard person to get in contact with. You want to go to college? You ready to go to school? And all I'm thinking about is like, I'm like, hell yeah, I need to get out of Virginia. You know.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't know nothing about school. I mean, as far as like applications and all, I thought you just pack your bag and go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, they had heard so much about me, and what was going on was that I never even had to. I never had to take a SAT. So I got in college without a SAT. Right.
So you had favor, bro.
Boom.
You had favor.
Okay, so I'm giving my now I'm getting my second chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
God working.
It's God working, right? The thing about it was like I still didn't have a plan B, bro. I didn't plan A was to hoop, go overseas, not come back. That's how Coach Ant said I need you to get from around here. We're gonna do this, we're gonna get you here, and then you know what I'm saying? Because you staying around here, it's not. I'm not saying it's bad on the city, but what you already failed once. You was a criminal. You tried that. You failed. So now let's try.
Yo, man don't know.
Yeah. So we get in there, bro, and I get up there, and I'm really in college, bro. I'm in college hooping, bro. Can't believe it. I done been to prison. Damn. You know, and I'm like, damn, I'm there. But then I'm like, damn, this small school. It's like 500 people here. Right?
Yeah.
And then it was like being home. The school was kind of like, it was wonderful people there, but it was small. A lot of people was convicted felons. You probably had about a total of like 50, 60 students that actually had their mind right, but it just wasn't the right school. It wasn't the right school.
How you deal with that?
Man, I had been to prison. I could deal with anything.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
But without reverting.
Revert.
Like, you on the cusp. You still.
Because I had a plan. I had a goal.
Okay.
To just get there, and I need to get to another school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But in the midst of that, like, I was helping people because I was talking about my story that I kept suppressing. And he was like, people would come to my door. They just wanted, hey, man, tell me some of them street stories. Hey, tell me some of them.
That's, bro, shit goosebumps, bro. Like,
you know,
it's like, this shit a movie.
I'm telling you, bro.
A movie.
And it really is, man. And I want to write one. I want to do a documentary. I want to, you know, because, man, we from here, man. It's a lot of people that don't know my story or don't know nothing about me. They just be state basketball. And it don't burn me up, but it kind of triggers me to be like, when they come to me and be like, dang, man, how you messed that joint up like that? And I didn't mess up nothing. It was a process.
Yeah.
I don't feel nothing about being a failure. You know what I'm saying? And if I had to go back, I wouldn't redo it.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I would have did was, you know, the injuries took them most serious.
Yeah.
Because I got down there and I tore my ACL, bro.
Rehab.
I got lucky, bro. God, bro. Because they had a D1 trainer down there, a talented, you know, Mike Leonard. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
You know, before then, well, nobody getting their ACLs and stuff fixed. He came down there and he ran up St. Paul's budget. Ooh. And I mean, he had faith in me. I mean, that's the time P90X had just came out, right?
Yeah.
And he had athletes that he took care of, but it was like he put time into me. You know, like he did the paperwork, sent me to VCU, you know, and I had, man, it was crazy because I had just earned my starting position. And we had to go, we get down to the gym, and when you get down there, you got to run laps around campus. So the coach seen me limping. So when he come by, you know, you try to fake limp. I try to fix it.
Yeah.
So he was like, go to the trainer, get it checked out. I'm like, no, I'm good. He was like, go get it, because I knew something was wrong because it was buckling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So long story short, bro, he said, don't worry about it. You work out, your body in shape. Once you get this surgery, you're going to bounce back. He had me back on my feet shooting in like 2 months. He said, you'll be the best spot-up shooter in the CIAA. Damn. In the midst of that, my first kid coming. Ooh. And I was raised in a family environment. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta I gotta go home and help my wife, help her. You know what I'm saying? She first time mother. I was ready. You would have, when yeah, I'm, and I'm like, all right, things are turning and this and that. But I'm like, in all fairness, I gotta go home. She asked me to come home. I stopped going to school.
That's how that went?
Yeah, I stopped going to school because she was closer to graduating than I was, and
Yeah.
we couldn't both at the time. It just couldn't be too. She had her stuff together. She had her, but I was just like, it couldn't be. Me personally, it just wasn't. Life just wasn't set up at the time for both of us to be in school and be away like that. And she was right there. So I went home.
Push that dream.
Yeah, went home.
Teamwork.
Yeah, got a job. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, I tried to go back and get back in school, and St. Paul's was in the process of shutting down. Now, here go Plan B, because they shutting down. Got to get to another school. They probably already did their recruiting. Who's to say they got scholarships, and who's to say they even gonna take anybody? You know what I'm saying? They did a contract with St. Aug and Virginia State. I ended up at Virginia State.
Damn, bro. God working.
He working. So, but in the midst of that, I'm still having hiccups. But my wife like, we leaving from down here. You got to go. We got to get you from down here.
So you still here?
I was still here.
Okay.
I was going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the Hampton at the time, and she was like, I'm taking the kids, and I'm going to Richmond. And you can stay or you not. I left before her. You can ask her. I left. I took the kids. I left. I went up to her mom's house before her. You did me a favor.
Yeah.
Still was too close to home. When you do a change of environment, you need a change of environment. It's only an hour away, right? But I actually was going to school. I got in Virginia State, and scholarships was gone. They didn't have nothing to offer. So I started training the females team with Coach Penny, right? She would allow me to come in there with my group of 5, and we play the females.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the year that we did that, they won. I want to say they won the CIAA, women's CIAA. They was tough.
Yeah.
So in the midst of that, what she did was she connected me with Union. I was trying out for Union going to Virginia State. So I would go to class, and on my way home, I would stop down there and try out for Union. You know what I'm saying? Because I could hoop. I'm still, and I bounced back off my ACL.
Yeah.
I did. I bounced back. So nothing came out of it, bro. I just started just hooping, and next thing you know, I was like, man, I'm on my shucks, man. My credit's not transferring over, and now it's time for me to figure out where I'm doing my career. Sociology.
Yeah, you told me about your connection with the professor.
Yeah. So we get in there, and remind you too, when I transferred, I kind of was shell shocked because this was a real university. You know what I'm saying? I don't take no credit or nothing from St. Paul's, love it to death, but that's a big jump from that school to going to Virginia State.
Yeah.
You know, and shout out to Professor Zoe, Dr. Z. You know what I'm saying? She's actually from where Kevin Durant is, the same neighborhood Kevin Durant came from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's big out there in Maryland. And yeah, bro, and you went from classrooms of 15, 16 people to, auditoriums. You know what I'm saying?
Like that intimacy.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I was like, I always considered myself, and my wife and everybody hate me because they feel like I'm shooting myself down. And I was like, I'm not the biggest book smart person, but I can articulate my words good enough for you to understand me. Right. So getting around all these different people and just seeing them, they look smart, they dress sophisticated. I'm just,
shrinking yourself.
They shrinking myself. But in the midst of that, a lot of us came from St. Paul's. Actually, I came to Virginia State, so I had my little circle.
Yeah.
So then, like you say, the professor, I would sit back there in the back of the class, and she came in one day, you know what I'm saying, and she told me, she's like, your ass gonna fail, straight up. come in here every day, sit back there, and you just look. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, I just transferred from St. Paul's. I just got out of incarceration. Oh, perfect. Get up and tell your story
Damn.
tomorrow. And she said it's perfect because she said the only thing about it is, and I try to teach people this now, right? When I get to telling my story, I can't have in my head my expectations of what you're gonna think about it. Right?
Because it is what it is.
It is what it is, and I'm gonna set myself up for failure, thinking that you're gonna understand my story, and then you come back and you backlash me. So she said, when you get in there, people gonna have opinions. Just tell them. I'm 26 at the time. The average person in there like 18, 19.
Oh shit. So yeah, all right.
Yeah, I was in well that year. I was probably the oldest person in my classes. 26 years old. You had a few old heads that was coming back for their masters and stuff like that, but. And I got up, and remember I told you when we was at the community event how nervous I was on the camera and stuff. So now, my business partner, big mentor of mine that you talked to the other day, he pushes me, and he puts that confidence in me. So he like, any certifications, anything you need, public speaking, communication, let's go, bro. I got you. You got it. You golden. I got your back. You can't get over that hump. I'm gonna get you over that hump.
Nice, bro. Yeah, he like that.
You see what I'm saying?
He like that.
Yeah, and talk to him every day, all night, phone open 24 hours a day. That's what I'm gonna give. So I got in there, man, and they had people. It was some kids that say, man, you ain't supposed to be in college. And then you got someone that was like, dang, bro, you just did 6 years. You don't even look like it. You look like Tank. This here we go. What I'm saying? This all day running around, But then it came from that. That's the old head. He can hoop. Make sure y'all pick him up on the Anna Merrill's team. Make sure y'all, when you go into the gym, because I still woke up, worked out.
Yeah.
Still was, what I'm saying? And I didn't get into the party phase. See, that's the thing about it, too. I got a strong mental. I know my triggers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I know the things that offset me, and I got my go-tos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my go-tos. I might have a bad day. I can call my daughter. I might have an even worse day. And I can FaceTime all of them. Or I can just go work out. Or I can just call my wife. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they crash out.
You created your own world, bro.
There you go. And I'm in it.
Yeah.
And that's what my dad, and it sounds crazy too, because
keep going, yo.
Yeah,
I'll make sure this shit.
I got a biological father, and then I was raised by my dad, which is I call my father. I got two dads. That's what I consider it. Two beasts. And rest in peace, because I just lost my father in February. You know what I'm saying? And I was the man that raised me, Mr. James Green, man. I'm talking about, he raised a bull, man. He ain't play no games.
Yeah.
And it just was inspiring, and the things that I was going through and how he just made sure I was straight. Like, it was no slacking to it, and I had other brothers and sisters, and he took care of everybody. So to come out here and go to school and do the things that I was doing, it was just like, just keep telling your story.
Cause it ain't for you, bro.
It ain't this. It's for somebody else.
It's for, you sitting on a gold mine. That's a gold mine, bro. Like, we all got a story. We all got a story. We all crawl from out of that grave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to see us now, and it's not to put out the story, the narrative that this shit ain't about us.
It ain't about us.
It's like, how can I use what I done to inspire some other people, to get y'all to bring.
Yeah. And see, I can show you.
Right.
See, that's the thing about it with the kids. So, like, when I'm mentoring now, this is another reason why the kids and the teens and the parents love me, because, bro, you gonna get it all from me, and then we gonna get personal.
Yeah.
So when we be in these business meetings and this and that, and they be like, Mark, what's your superhero move, or what are you? And I just like, look, I'm up close and personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm when I get in there and I get with these kids, I get to these detention centers. You know what I'm saying? I don't pull up a chair. I sit on them hard ass seats. I was there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I come in and I let you know. Like, I don't want to know what you're doing. I need to know how you feel. What you got going on? Did you get up this morning? Did you mentally prepare yourself? And I'm still working on this now, right? But it's so easy for me to teach other people.
Because you're going through it.
I'm going through it, right? And I'm going to be all right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like when I go in these detention centers or even in the community centers, you know what I'm saying? I see these people going through stuff and that's like, damn, I got my problem. I'm going to be all right because I'm working on my, like,
Right.
I got this joint, like, I'm just so settled, so at peace, you know, and it's just like, yeah, Mark, what you bring to the table? I bring more than experience, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing me.
Right.
I'm giving you my all. When I mentor kids, I'm hands-on. Most people see they mentors Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Right.
Nah, I see mine every day. Talk to them. I'm on the road. I'm there, and they like that's the most effective part to it. Because if you're gonna program somebody right, so I can have your kid for 4 hours, from 8 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna go home.
Go back. Got a whole deal with that whole world.
Come on, man. Then I gotta
Rework.
tomorrow. No. So what I did? I started younger. So I started at the age of 5.
Yeah.
Forcing the parents to be involved. You know what I'm saying? And it's dynamics because, my uncle that I partner with, he go with a little bit older age group, but he can work with anybody.
Yeah.
But he right up in that age between, 14 to 25.
Yeah.
I'm going from 5 to 70. They be like, Mark, you can't write a proposal based on that. Well, we just gonna be the first time we did it.
Yeah.
We gonna do it this time because we gonna let them know I'm gonna connect with anybody. I'm a resource. I'm a relationship builder.
No, you're right, man. Because when people hit that 18 mark,
Got you.
we cut them off. Oh, you old enough.
Yeah.
You should have learned
You
this
shoulda
already.
learned.
You should know this. And it's like, where would they get this information when they're in the same the same cycle over and over and over again, and they're not seeing anything new. In the cycle they in, nobody sees nothing wrong with the stuff they're doing.
So you take a business, right? And Amazon. Let's take Amazon warehousing, right? And people try to figure out like, yeah, it's successful because it's got so many people, right? The failures come in, right? Because you take a person, you put them in an orientation class, and we teach all y'all the same way. All y'all. Got 100 people in here. This person might be hands-on, though. This might be a visionary. And you wonder that when the next day come back, it's only 50 people in here. And then it's, you see what I'm saying? So when I work with these kids, right? You know what I'm saying? Each individual kid has a different personality. I have to teach them. I have to learn them. I have to identify all this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already doing that my first 3 seconds of our conversation.
That's big stuff, bro. Because we are individuals, and we might be from the same place. We may put on the same shoes, but there's a different way we trick our stuff out to give us that individual thing to help us see us for who we are.
All right.
And when we look at our culture,
Gotcha.
we could take something, let's just say a football uniform, and we got some kind of way to trick it out. They on the same team, but the way my shoulder pads sit, the way the visor sit, the way the mouthpiece sit, the wristband, the gloves, you do it to be an individual. It's showing that personality, and that personality is what's gravitating, that make people want to get next to you.
Yeah.
Because they can see you. And sometimes you that mirror for them, like, ooh, I want to be that.
I was in Lowe's about a month ago, and I just walked in to get a tarp, and the lady, she walked past, and she came back. She said, "Come here." She was like, "You just look like you just got that demeanor, that ball. What do you do?" Because I know it's something.
It got to be something. You walk with.
You got, just like you got this glow.
Mm-hmm.
You got this smile, right? And like I was telling my homeboy the other day, is like, man, I done been through so much pain, bro. So much trauma, you know what I'm saying? To the point where like, this smile is my new facial expression, right? I don't, it's not that I don't need you. Nobody coming saying, you okay? when you see me, you gonna always be like, man,
Good.
that's all right. He good.
Good.
I'm fighting. I'm fighting mentally. But it's people out here worse.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark, you all right. It's nothing that we can't talk about. It's nothing that them kids do that I ain't done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's so easy, you know what I'm saying? So I sit up here and when I say I get personal, it gets deep, bro.
So you say like, and this is a black man thing.
Okay.
I understand where you at when you say, you know, you went through so much,
Right.
so much trauma that now you know how to deal with life, and so you feel like I'm good now because there's so many other people who aren't as fortunate.
So I'm gonna be okay.
So I'm gonna be okay. All right, I like the way you interjected with the being okay because
Yeah.
we know we gonna be all right.
We gonna be all right.
But
Because we got this.
Yeah.
You got it too. I
Yeah.
see how you operate,
Yeah.
right? This, I mean, we tell them all the time. You knock the head off a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. You.
And
So-
we I think the danger in it though, the drawback to it.
Yeah. And I was gonna pick. That's when I was
Yeah.
getting to that.
Yeah,
Because
let's get at it.
Because the thing about it is, right? You know, the drawback. I can't. Because I want to hit this right on the head with it, right?
Yeah, let's get in it.
Me, how I'm able to do it, it's a lot of people that's not gonna be able to do it.
Word.
I'm gonna teach you.
Word.
And I'm gonna show you. And I ain't saying you gotta take everything that I'm giving you, but you take this pot and you create this soup. You got all these ingredients. You got yours, we got Dustin, we got Ray, we got all this advice, right? And you giving it, and I'm just putting it in there, and I'm like, oh no, that I don't need no onions.
Yeah.
And then once I get my little mix together and I done stirred it up, now I got my one too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna show you what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm that person that you come to, you're gonna be able to talk. I'm gonna force it out of you. I can get you to talk. And that's the thing about men. When they start going through these things, they get it just stay up here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The next form of, if you can't get it out of here,
Yeah.
you need to get it out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I ain't saying wake up and go write a letter, a paragraph. When your feet hit the floor, what you going through?
Yeah,
I don't sleep well.
that's it. Because I'm like, when you start elevating, it get real lonely.
It gets lonely at the top.
Real lonely,
right?
And we look at these great people. Us, great people. And like, you hit me this year, and it seemed like it was time. It was just time. You hit me early this year and was like, bro, we gotta just link. It's on, Dustin. Let's just link. Let's just start talking. Like,
because remember, I was trying to find my pattern.
Yeah.
I was coming down here with Dustin, and I was working out with you. I was just trying to. I'm still trying to find my wiggle, and still trying.
That was
to,
a couple years ago.
Yeah, and then I pulled back some because it was like, is it working?
Mm-hmm.
That's me playing in my head, right? That's that me. Like I tell my uncle, the emotional detachment, right? So. We done had kids call us on FaceTime and then, got a knife to their throat, you know what I'm saying? Or hanging off a chair, getting ready to kick the chair, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's like, man, this don't be, see, when it comes to this right here, this, because it gets deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's easier to show than to understand, to explain. And at that time when I was coming down here, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, yeah, it's going, but it's something bigger.
Yeah.
It's got to be something bigger. Like, I know I'm coming down here, I'm talking to the kids, they need it, but I'm like, it's something bigger than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's getting outside of us, getting outside of yourself, the individual,
Right.
and start linking and start growing.
Yeah.
Like when you start feeling that, like we know what being stagnant feel like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's no disrespect to nothing, but it's just like I gotta move some more. Something else. This ain't it. We know what that intuition is kicking in, and now it's like, what does growth look like? How can I make this thing on a larger scale?
So in order for me to get there, like I tell my homeboy all the time, you know what I'm saying? I had to get Mark right. I mean, it came a point in time too, like, because excuse me, it's okay to discuss. You know what I'm saying? Marriage, right? It was a point in time that like I gave my wife and them everything I had,
Uh-huh.
everything. It was a time where I felt like, damn, this Jones just ain't appreciated. It ain't. And it was a time that I just completely just let my dreams and aspirations go,
Yeah.
and I became a 9 to 5 guy. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, cause some people, but I was like, bro, you got a degree, you done been locked up, you didn't, uh, man, I could go. You done been through some stuff. I mean, death after death, you know. So then I go to my wife one day and I told her, and I didn't mean it in the most
No,
harsh
no,
way.
we men.
We men,
It's
right,
good conversation, bro.
right,
Now you helping me. Let's
right.
go.
I told her, you know what I'm saying? I say, I'm focusing on Mark, right? The reason why the household is healthy and you're able to save the money that you're able to save and and stuff like that is because I'm doing my part.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't have man. It was years ago. I ain't have $1 in my pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna bring to the table, Mark? Cook, clean, and to be the best father I can. Every day she come in this junk, she ain't gonna have to touch nothing. She can just come in here. My uncle say, you got to be able to do stuff that'll decrease the stress on your wife.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something that you can do to decrease the stress or to take the load off, do it. Why would I be off work and then you come home, I'm on the couch? First thing you setting yourself up for failure. She
Right.
gonna say what you been doing all day.
Right.
So I go ahead and knock dinner out, take care of the kids, pick them up, this and that. So when you come in here, all you got to do is chill.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it came a point in time, and I was like, I'm leaving. I want to
Damn.
chase my dream. I can't do this no more. Because Virginia was like a downer,
Yeah.
like a bad drug. It was
Yeah.
like you take it, and it was just like, the next thing you know, I went up to Atlanta.
Mm.
People ain't even know it. I jumped off Facebook, man. I went to Atlanta, and I was like, shit. I said, man, if you can give me a year, if you can give me a year, if I fail in my field, I was like, at least I can say I tried.
Yeah.
And she said, and she was like, take as long as you want,
Damn.
but don't leave us.
Damn.
Don't leave us,
Yo.
right? And I left, right? And I've been in my kids' life their whole life, man.
Yeah.
They was calling 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and it was killing me, bro. It was like,
Damn.
you ain't at work. Don't know who take all their clothes to go to work. I've been in your closet.
Damn.
So my guy that you talked to,
Yeah.
he was like, take this, bro. Start your career. Come home, bro. Take this position. Take this, and I got you. And 2 years later, a year and a half later, here we are.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm back and forth to Atlanta. I'm back and forth out the country. I'm this and that. Now my wife like, see, I can deal with this. You traveling, you this and that. And she see the man in me. She see me becoming
That dude.
that dude. And see, my wife, she got a great job. She be chilling. She'll tell you quick, no, I don't want to run no business.
Right.
I help you.
Right.
But in the same instance of that, I gotta remind her too. I gotta be like, well, how are we gonna be a power couple? What's a team if you consider yourself saying you comfortable, but you'll help me with mine?
Gotta find her thing. So she probably intimidated.
Yeah, and it was like this was the biggest question. My therapist said, Mark, she seen you at your lowest, and she can handle that. Can she handle you at your highest?
That shit's scary. That shit's scary, bro.
Can she handle you at your highest?
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like? He said, cause Marcus, you gone. You going. When we was at the panel event and Dr. Lee got to talking, that was the guy in the white shirt, and he was like, y'all not giving Marcus credit. See, y'all don't know what Mark out here doing. He with these teens every day. He said, and the problem is them teens don't trust they don't trust their friends. They don't trust their parents. They don't this and that. But you know who they trust and they believe in? Marcus.
You moving in your purpose.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And ain't nothing insurmountable. Like, bro, you can do anything when you
Anything
move
you
in
wanna
your
do.
purpose.
And I'm just talking. And I'm inspired by it. Like, so, like, man, my phone ring for advice, inspiration, appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Suicidal stuff. Like my phone, I'm always I'm always working. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, like business is business, right?
Right.
So in my line of work, I see parallels, right?
Okay.
Because people call about situations they get in with their finances, their home, their this, their that, and in this line of work, it takes a special person. I think just in any line of work, like it takes special people to do purposeful work. And when things start going outside of the parameters of a contract,
Got you.
people don't feel like it's their job no more.
No more. Got you.
People like, oh, that's a therapist. Oh, this,
Yeah.
I don't. That's not in my contract. I don't want to be. And it's like, yo, people need solutions.
Yes.
They need solutions, and
Yes.
a lot of
many
people don't take
focus on the
accountability.
problems.
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah.
And so everything, like I said, going back to the beginning, everything that's money driven, that money is the derivative of all of this.
Mhm.
And if they can't see the tether to their money, I ain't doing it.
I ain't doing it. Or yeah, like you say, that ain't my position. That
Yeah.
ain't what I.
But just to
ain't-
see you in your lane,
Yeah.
and it's like, I ain't chasing no damn money.
Yeah, this ain't and that's the crazy thing about it. Like my business partner tell you, man, you know, these events, that's out of pocket. We not charging y'all. We not on an event, right? We not, you know, but what I try to get people to understand is that like the money is important and the money is needed for what I'm trying to do, what we trying to do, right? I'm trying to take your kid out the state, out the country, taking them to get a passport, taking them to get fitted for a suit, you know, what it looks like in other places. I'll show you the importance of building relationship. You know what I'm saying? Being able to deliver important information, right? We do scenarios. I ain't even tell you this one. So I had a situation where I had these 5 kids, and the parents couldn't handle it. That's why I say about getting personal, right? They couldn't handle them. They was like, Mark, this is it. I say, all right, if you sign this waiver, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be with me for a week, right? And I'm good. I can do me,
Yeah.
right? It's gonna be some cussing involved, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool. I don't sit up here and I don't want them to think that I'm just
Yeah.
So we go to the morgue. Go to the morgue, right? We take him to the morgue, right? We go in there and, you know, he pull out a couple dead bodies out of the junk, you know. Everybody's eyes get big then. You know, because I'm like, you know, the option, I mean, you can, because my thing is when I talk to these youth too and I tell them too, I'm like, man, look, y'all not hard, right? You listen, when we was coming up, you know, I was like, bro, I'd have ate y'all up. Y'all are like y'all still in juvie. You know, I went straight to prison. Straight to prison. Get to the morgue, they see that, okay, yeah, okay, I seen a dead body before. Okay, all right, so this is the next one. You know what I'm saying? Well, we going upstairs and we going to these caskets, right? Each individual person gonna get in this casket and we gonna hold hands and we gonna pray for you. Get your ass in that casket, lay down, and let us pray for you. Let you get this experience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's heavy.
It's deep.
Heavy.
It's an eye opener, man. And that's the thing about it with me with these parents. Like, give me your kid. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Right? In the midst of that, let me have dinner with y'all so I can tell y'all what I did. Give me the expectations you want from me, and let's grow as a.
Because everybody ain't built to do what you do. Everybody ain't built for it, and I know that a lot of people are outside of their swim lanes.
Yes, man.
We think because we expected to do so much as parents, and it's like, oh, I gotta work, and this is all a part of going back to the beginning of our conversation, community, how we were all connected. Now we disbanded, and we don't even spend family time no more because somebody got to work 40 plus hours a week.
Right.
They live on a separate, opposite end of town. Yeah. You don't have enough money to put together a family dinner Or when you finally off, you want your time off to try to like recuperate just to get
Yeah.
ready to go back to work.
Yeah.
So we so disconnected. And
And
now
then
you
they-
got kids. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. And now they need your attention. But
Yeah.
you trying
burnt
to
out.
recover.
You trying to recover. And that's the thing about me now, right? Man, I got 5, 6 different titles. Excuse me. Right. I don't care how tired I am or nothing I go through.
Mhm.
These kids, they gonna get it. These adults, they gonna get it. They gonna when you call Mark, when you see Mark, you gonna get it. See, God got me on my back end.
Because you in your lane, bro.
I'm in my lane.
And see, the thing when you in your lane, the work that you do is on a whole nother level of importance.
Yes.
But it comes off as effortless. Yeah. And when people can't mimic what you do,
Right.
you doing it like you said, oh, you gonna get all of this.
Yeah, you gonna get it all.
And just because it's effortless for you, that's because God gave you the favor to execute effortlessly.
But I'm willing to take out my time for free and try to show you.
Effortless. It don't bother because God making you whole in other ways.
Oh, yeah.
When somebody outside of their swim lane, they trying to do what you do,
Yeah.
and they know they ain't meant to do that, they gonna feel burnt out. They gonna feel tired. They gonna feel wore out. Yeah. And that's why it's important for like people to do like connect. Okay, hey Mark, do that. Somebody calling me, hey Brandon, I can't handle that. If I tried to wake up and just do what you do, oh, I ain't built like that, bro. Right. Like I'm just being real. Like
I told my wife like last week. I said, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been with my wife for 14 years. We've been married for 8 years, right? The first time she ever seen me in my field, I took it personal.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people that's the thing about the marriage counseling piece too, right? I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Straight up. I'm gonna give it to you. You know, the first time she seen me in my field was Community Day. The big event when you came. You said the man of the hour.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel some type of way about that. And see, that's the thing about another back end marriage. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to. You know, you need somebody you're gonna be able to talk to. Like, my wife knows, she'll tell you, I'm hard on my wife, but she can handle it, right? Because this is what we created.
Right.
We molding each other.
Right.
You know, and she now she like, dang, that's crazy. Look at what you're doing. And I've been telling her, come to the detention center. Like you say, as soon as I told you I was teaching in the center, you was like, I need to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
See, you know how many people lack that in their friendships, their marriages, and relationships?
Well, you ain't heard.
Yeah, but like my wife, that's why when I be like, you don't understand me. She don't understand what that mean though.
Yeah.
Right. So in order, it was hiccups that I had with my wife, right? And this was because I neglected how her past, how she was raised, and the things she went through. Mm-hmm. Things didn't start getting better until I took myself outside my box, right? So yeah, I'm hard on her, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm considerate. It was times I ain't used to be considerate. Yeah. And I still tell my wife to this day, I was like, you gotta know me, right? You gotta come downtown and take these trips with me and let me tell you these stories.
They necessary.
You gotta come down. It's necessary. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let me come to you and cry on your shoulder sometime, even though I don't want to. But is you gonna embrace it? So that's why I say, you know, in my marriage, that's when I say right. We went back to that. We write stuff down. She be in her office. You know what I'm saying? She can always pop out a letter I done wrote. You know what I'm saying? My strategies and everything is just different. You know what I'm saying? Like even down to parenting, you know what I'm saying? I can't raise my kids how my parents raised me. It changed now. Yeah. They going to push. You got to see what your kids going to accept. Mm-hmm. You can't be yang and all. It don't work like that no more.
Because the thing was, and I looked at, I like to analyze everything, especially around parenting.
Right.
We were don't ask no question generation. Because that was disrespect. That's talking back. Yeah. Why I gotta do? When you really in your curious phase in life, and that's a detriment in our community.
Yeah.
So where your kids can't express themselves and ask questions, it's not because they define your authority,
Yeah.
it's because they really just damn curious.
Yeah, they're curious.
And like I look at like other cultures, and I read a study up on it, and it talks about when you see um, kids from other races and other cultures,
Right, right.
and you see them in the workplace now.
Right.
Me being in the Navy and seeing how people operate when it's defined authority. That's
Right.
what I would deem it, defined authority. Why I gotta do this? Or that doesn't make sense, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, damn, these motherfuckers be wilding out,
Yeah,
bruh.
you see?
I'm just gonna, again, be quiet, do what I gotta do, go home. And I had a New Yorker, like my neighbor, my old neighbor, I sat with him, older guy, like 70 something. And he was telling me that it's a trapped mindset, especially in this area.
Okay.
Almost, and it's, I look at it as derived from like slavery.
Got you.
That don't say nothing because like our parents this is their version of being protective.
Right.
Hey, don't ask no questions. Don't look at the boss. Don't say this. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Even with busing kids, going from downtown to Haddonwood, going from downtown to Riverside. This is an early thing being introduced and imposed on us as kids, where
Right.
our parents don't know what they're saying for real. They just saying, essentially, don't get up that road and embarrass me.
Yeah, don't get up there. Yeah.
So now you got a complex.
Right.
You in this environment where you a shell of yourself because you around people that got a different skin tone than you.
And that's why I feel like I'm so blessed, man. And my kids, man, they don't question me.
Yeah.
They don't.
You shown them too much.
Yeah.
You one of the ones, Mark.
I got you.
You one of the ones, and your kids not gonna question you because when you can see a leader like the lady in Lowe's,
Yeah.
you just got the glow.
Yeah.
You got the juice, and your kids recognize that because you on the forefront. You the tip of the spear.
Yeah.
They looking at you like, yeah, what my daddy said.
Yeah.
And
they see me on TV and stuff now. It'd be crazy.
Because it ain't about the money. You already made money a non-factor.
Yeah.
It ain't about where they live, their house. They straight.
They straight.
They eating.
Yeah.
They got clothes.
Yeah.
Like all their needs are met.
Yeah.
So it's like my dad doing this.
And I mean, it's to the point too where they need so good and met that they bring their friends in and just be like, this how good it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that make me feel so good, bro.
You see what I'm saying? And I love it too. See, because I see parents and this and that, and they be like, don't bring them up in there eating all my snacks. This and that, man. I'm like, man, when I was raised, man, my parents, man, we had, man, it was a kid. My house was the house.
Yeah.
Now, like they just asked me. My son asked me last night. He said, man, the guys was just curious about when the next boys' weekend, right?
Damn.
So I got this thing that I do. And anybody know me, they can vouch. A lot of my son, they don't have 2-parent households.
Yeah.
Right. So I try to cater this event and what I do with them for those who ain't got a father figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got a van and we get about 7 or 8 of them,
Yeah.
boys and stuff like that, and we get the resort already. We do Williamsburg, and we either we pick the event, same way I pick my trips. You take your piece of paper, put it in the bag, shake the bag up. Everybody pick something. However you pick it, that's how we doing it. It's bowling, fishing, camping, restaurants. However, if you pick restaurants first, we eating first.
Yeah.
All right, so we do all this stuff, and we do it for 2 days. Then you go, and it's the part that's most important, right, is we going to be outside having fun, right? Mm. It's when we get back, we bonding. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got the girls' weekend, too. I do that with the girls, too, So you do that. So my daughter get her friends, and then my son get their friends, and we just go. And I'm not a butthole. You know what I'm saying? Like all I ask them to do is, I don't be in there. They be, they got their little stuff going on, but they not cussing, they not fussing, no thumping and bumping. As long as y'all ain't in here putting their hands on each other. But right, it's inspiring to them because like it don't be about this. It's the environment that I put them in the mindset that they, I throw their music on. I might bop with them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Laugh and joke a little bit. But then I also turn the radio off and I individually ask them, how they doing? Are you checking on your parents? And the last time you checked on your parents? You ask your parents, was they all right? When was the last time?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
So these skills. These are skills.
And I'm learning them, and it's just like I'm learning them without being taught. So life is just a trainer.
Yeah.
I'm going through life, and it's just an overall training, right? And then I always go back, man. I became this humble and considerate person to where like I just take myself completely out of the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but all right, so you say you take yourself out of the picture, well, out of these immediate pictures, because it's something that,
like my feelings and stuff like that. Like, so like when it's like I have a bad day,
yeah,
right? It don't go in the house.
Yeah, okay.
It stay at the door. I done eliminated myself because now I got to put my father hat on.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Her mom there sometimes, so now I got to put on my son-in-law hat. You know what I'm saying?
And this is all rooted in your just consideration for others.
Yeah, just others, because it was a point in time where I didn't care about her feelings. Others, I didn't take that in consideration because I thought it was cool for somebody to be like, "Well, you ain't thinking about mine, and they ain't gonna think about yours." That ain't the way to think about life. He hurt me, I'm gonna hurt them. That ain't the way that you gon' that ain't how you doing it.
No, bro. I sense what I sense from you is like a spirit of like abundance,
Right.
and I think why you feel, because I feel like you get fulfillment from being considerate from other people, and I think that's, I don't know,
it's a gift and a curse.
It is, but what you touched on is something that I feel like I neglected in my own life.
I got you.
Is setting that time aside for me.
Yes, man.
And I've always been considerate of other people. Like, oh man, how can I help? How can I help? How can I help? And I've done that so much, right? To where I started feeling resentment.
There you go. And he's gonna start feeling resentment towards people.
Yeah, and it was killing me, and I could feel it. And now I'm tight, and I'm mad at everybody, and I don't want to do half of the things that I used to do.
Right. So how can you shift that energy? That's how I be.
Yeah. So that's where, and I'm hearing you when you say, man, you took a year off, and you had the grace, because I think like
I ain't know what I was gonna do.
Yeah, but
I
at
took
least
all my money out of my account.
Your wife say,
yeah.
Your wife say, yeah, yo, you can go for as long as you need, but just don't leave. And that's like, that's a proverbial hall pass, and I don't mean it in the sense that go out there and do some dumb shit.
Yeah, because she knew like that wasn't what I was focused on, but she knew that I owe him that much. Like, I mean, it was times like you say, because I'm a provide. Right. It's to this day, it's crazy because most married couples, right, they might be like, yeah, and I ain't gonna say most, maybe some, they be like, well, babe, how much you got in your account? My wife, you can ask my wife now. I ain't never asked my wife that. I ain't never fully said, I need all your access and this and that. I've been that guy, and it could hurt or it can go. That here, I'm gonna be all right. I don't need your password. Here go mine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like, man, I'm coming into myself, my form, my realm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get people to know who Marcus Ward is. Like, it's so many people that don't know. So like, talk to me, cause I got some shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like, and even with the marriage part of it, and reason why now it's so good is because I told her like, we never stop learning. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, we had an argument I ain't saying it now. Let's say we had an argument last night, right? And then we have another one today, right? So what are we going to do to offset that, right? I do change of environment, you know what I'm saying? Some of the more difficult conversations that you have, we leave the household. Might talk over it at a restaurant, at the park, and see a change of environment. It's like, see, because like when you come in here, you ain't nobody gonna knock this off. This is a place of peace and energy. So this will be a perfect place to come and have a discussion. You never seen a couple actually go out of town, go on a plane ride and start arguing. No, them conversations be dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you
out of the norm. You know what I'm saying? So like, sometimes you could take 5. This ain't the time right now. We can get back to it later. I do need a hug though.
Damn.
But we'll talk about it later. You know, guys want to boom, bust the door down and get out the house. You know what I'm saying? I go down there in my man cave. And my man cave is, you know, I got my dad all on the wall, everywhere in there.
Damn.
Just go and sit on the floor and just Man, I got some stuff, and it ain't even techniques. It's just like real life stuff.
Bro, no, I'm so usually, like I said, when I come here, these conversations are therapy sessions. And I don't know what I'm gonna get from my guests, but
Right,
like
right,
everything you saying is some stuff that I know I could benefit from.
right.
Like for me, um, my journey, me being, I left Ridley Circle when I was 15, 16.
Okay, okay. Dang,
Um,
okay.
Moved with my mom's boyfriend at the time to Hampton. Transferred to Bethel right before my junior year. I missed
Okay.
my junior year playing ball.
Mm,
That was devastating, but that put me in a space of isolation again. I was just a shell of myself.
yeah, yeah.
Things worked out to where I went back to Warwick my senior year, played my senior year ball, got the opportunity to go play for Navy.
Okay, okay, yeah.
And at the same time I'm watching my friends, my aces, they going to Virginia Tech, they going to UV, everybody going other places, and I want to be with the crowd. I don't want to go.
You don't want to, yeah.
Go to Navy. Like, what is that like? And I get there, and it was worse.
It was worse.
It was worse than what it was not.
That's crazy.
Oh boy, it was a tough time, man. Like
Right.
you got to think, okay, I'm coming from the bottom. Downtown Newport News back in the day, like it was 100% black.
It was 100% black.
100%
The only
black.
white people you seen was over there by the boats.
Yo, and and amongst those people, like I was everybody's good kid. Like I never got in trouble. I did everything right.
No,
you know what I
facts,
mean?
Facts.
Everybody loved me for just doing things the right way.
Facts.
And I get transposed to this environment, and bruh, overnight I'm the worst thing. I'm public enemy number one, and I can't even understand why.
Wow.
So all of this pressure being put on me, and I'm just like, bro, what am I doing wrong, yo? What am I doing wrong? And I'm just trying to just stay out the way, and I just find myself just clamming up.
Okay.
And I get punched in the face for 5 years straight. 'Cause I did prep school for a year too. So 5 years I get punched in the face. I'm thinking I'm gonna find refuge when I go play football.
Right.
Football is a business on the collegiate level. And I got there and realized that I didn't know football like the science of football. I was athletic, I was strong, I was fast, I was all these things.
It wasn't
But
studied.
it's too late.
I got you.
The X's and O's I didn't know.
Got you.
And I'm going out there doing my own thing, getting cussed out at the field, getting cussed out in the hall, getting messed up with the classes. Like, I'm just getting my ass whooped. Bruh. And
That shit crazy.
and me leaving Ridley Circle, because Ridley Circle was home. It was a good time. You say nobody died downtown. I ain't never seen nobody get shot. All that shit might have went on around, but that little bubble where my aunt stayed.
Yeah, right there. Yeah,
bruh.
well, you could come in there. I mean, I would come because I had family in each project. So I remember I used to come over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Marcus and Michael, and it was a house full of them.
Yeah, right at the
Right.
They at the end.
Yep.
The Stanleys. Man,
And everybody was right within doors
Yeah,
apart. And the thing about it, I was telling somebody too, is like, I said, man, you got to think, right? We were all athletic.
you're crazy.
Everybody. So you would play tag, and nobody would be it. The same person would never be it. Now, right? They can't even play tag with kids because they're gonna always pick on the fact that he's slow. He gonna always get tag. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, then we had practice across the street, and not only that, our coach was passionate, Coach Johnson.
Yeah.
Which I still don't think he get enough credit.
No, bro. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes, bro.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I know this is a digression, but yeah, just to stop and freeze right there. Coach Johnson, for real, is like the real unsung hero down there,
downtown, bro.
Like, bro had the van,
The fan.
load you up. Hey, I remember vividly, and I ain't even, man, this ain't throwing no rock, just the real.
Right.
The boys club, when they had their memberships, they was probably $25 or something.
Yeah.
As small of a number as that seemed,
That shit was expensive.
we ain't have it.
We ain't have it.
I remember first game, bro. We walking up, Me, Marks, and Alva, we walking up, got our equipment. We got to walk all the way from 12th Street.
Yep, yep.
We get there, and they tell us that we can't even come in. They telling kids, bruh, you can't come in here. And he pull up, man, and he paid for all of us on the spot, just like that.
Yep.
I ain't never paid that man back to this day. Like, I see Coach, but I don't even think he did it for the money or for the repayment, man. Like, when you talk about fulfillment and what you do,
and he was
yeah. So
it's
it's giants. We was amongst giants, man. I got to see stuff.
Yep.
So when people like wondering why I do what I do,
yeah,
it's because I had people like I always had somebody showing up
Yep.
at the right time
Yep.
to make a way.
yeah.
And so like now that I'm afforded, I got all of these luxuries and things that I can pass on. Who the hell am I not to?
To do that. That's what I say. What I look like.
You know
Seriously.
what I'm saying? Like
you know, like it's crazy. I went down to Atlanta. My homeboy for my birthday, he gave me like 16 pair of shoes, right? Like I'm talking about nice shoes, right? And I had already had shoes.
yeah.
So a lot of the stuff I wasn't wearing, and so I get a call that it was a kid on the basketball team who didn't have nothing. You know, mama was struggling, and he had a big foot for the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We put all the shoes together, shot him down there. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, my brother came home. You know, I'm gonna take you shopping, but go in my closet first too. Win. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to like Coach Johnson, man, people don't understand, man. He used to ride around, right? And it was kids that ain't have equipment. He would buy it. You know what I'm saying? It was parents that was lacking like bills and stuff than that. He would pay it. You know what I'm saying? His wife had his back. He was paying memberships. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was packing us up in that van, right? That man was working a 9 to 5 down there for that fishing job. You know what I'm saying? Like, passionate. You know, and unsung hero, man. You know, he seen me like 3 weeks ago, man, and gave me the biggest hug because he hadn't seen me, right?
Yeah.
And he brought a tear to his eyes when I gave him my business card.
Yo.
Because if anybody know me and when we came up, they knew like you know, Mark was a good kid, but you know what I'm saying? He going through some things.
Right.
He was going through I had one of the worst attitudes ever. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't taking nothing from other coaches and stuff like that, but you know, a big part of like Marcus and Michael's career, you know, he played a big factor in that at a young age, taking them back there, you know, throwing that ball through that tire. You know what I'm saying? Back there behind the interstate with a soccer field. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, he put time and work into them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marcus wanted to be a running back.
Marcus was a running back.
Exactly.
Marcus
He was a running back.
Marcus was a running back.
But Coach Johnson said what? He said, you got to go up under that center, man.
Yup.
You got to. We had Curtis. We had you.
Damn.
We had me. We had Alvin, Antoine, you know, Maurice, Scott boys.
Damn.
Corey Jackson.
Yo.
We had bulls. I'm talking about like we was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we was smoking people boots. I'm talking about like, I mean, we was winning champ. Then not only that too, I don't think nobody remember Terrence, the chubby guy that would always buy all our trophy and our stuff at our banquet.
So Terrence, rest in peace. I used to hit Terrence on the side on Facebook. Terrence was a part of my academic journey.
The ball head one, right? Terrence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he passed away.
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
So he was part of my academic journey. That just being at the club, like we would work math problems.
Right. He was a good dude, man.
Yeah, so it
used to buy all the trophies, bro.
Yo, it's crazy. Man, it's just a whole lot of legendary people that I'm still connected down there. I see the new wave. Like I pull I don't know if you know Derek Solomon, Lanice, Kiara Barrett. That's Peter Barrett's sister. Yeah.
Okay, shout out at the boys club. Yeah, shout out to Kiara. Yeah.
So I be down there. I still be connected with her.
Yeah.
with my nonprofit, I'm
Mhm.
still tethered to kids down there. So
Okay.
I do like I call it the catapult program.
Okay.
And where we gave them shoes last year.
Right.
And just I'd go in and check with them periodically, do a little piece of party.
And that's yeah.
And just say, like, let's see how y'all grades going. The first time I pulled up after the first 9 weeks, they just like, can I still be in the program now? Like, 'cause they went in there doing what they doing. It's like, but that's why I know, like, that consistency. And I feel bad about me, but I can't walk like that because I can't be everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's about the collaborations and stuff like that. Like, so I'm in there on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And she want me to start doing Thursdays too, right? So, I split it with my uncle because, he's freshly home though.
Yeah.
He had life plus 80.
Damn.
Homicide in Richmond. So he ended up doing like 28 years. And he come home. So he's like our eye opener. I got a story.
Yeah.
But like, you saw how we came in here and we didn't have no topic?
Yeah.
Right? So that's how I program. That's how I teach my classes, right?
Yeah.
I come in with a plan. I might come in with a plan, right?
Yeah.
But what I do is, most of the places that you go and you speak at in already, they already got a leader in there. So let's say Kiara. And she's in there, right?
Yeah.
So if she's in the room, they already going to be comfortable with somebody. They're not going to pay attention to the strangers.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit in class and, 15, 20 minutes go by. And, you let kids do what they're doing.
Yeah.
They might be
Yeah.
writing and texting and this and that. So always my introduction to anywhere I go is, who don't want to be in here? That's the first thing, smoke.
Yeah.
Who don't want to be in here? We go ahead and get y'all out the way right now.
ASAP.
Get out. You know what I'm saying? Because this my passion. So if you're gonna interrupt this right here, if you want to see me get mad and get passionate, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then once we go from there, because I'm an energy reader.
Yeah.
And a tempo setter. You know what I'm saying? We can sit down, we can talk about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I sit in there and the thing about with the youth is that, like, I just want to make sure they got a plan. So when we was younger with us, we just wanted they just like, shut up, don't complain, get them books right, get that, and that's it. That's it. Now it's different.
Because back then they taught us how to memorize.
Yes.
You got to teach these kids how to learn.
How to learn.
Like, this is the information. How are you going to compute this?
Yeah.
What are you going to think? What are you thinking? What's the next step?
And then what are you good at? Are you good at visual?
Mm-hmm.
Are you good at listening? See, that's what I said, I get deep, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when with the kids now, it's like, it ain't do you got a job.
Yeah.
What you want to do and what you like to do. Because we're in a predicament now that whatever you come out your mouth and say, we can put you there.
Right.
Right. Now, if you go in there and you don't do what you're supposed to do, now I come in and I can say, I got to hold you accountable to that. You see what I'm saying? So if you want a DJ and I come in here and I before I get you a DJ set, I put you with a DJ, I send you out of town or something. Go to a DJ and y'all kick it, and you know what I'm saying? Because, man, so many people believe in this BYDS FMU dream. They kind of like, when they hear it, and then the thing about it is like effective communication, entrepreneurship, right? In order, the thing about the programs and how they collide is, before you even get over here to entrepreneurship, you got to come to me first and get your communication in first. Then you get over there. Because once you can communicate, deliver important, bad information, diffuse a problem or a situation, now you come over here and you come on and figure out. Because he going to get you over there and he going to be like, all right, so what's up?
So Frontline Millionaires.
University.
That's, you're going to pretty much, all right, let me just wrap this up because I want to make sure that we say this, and I want to be able to communicate this action item or take this takeaway.
Yeah.
Frontline Millionaires, right?
Mm-hmm.
This organization, let's say you're a kid and you have a dream.
Yeah.
You communicate that dream to your staff.
My staff, yeah.
Let's say I want to be a hair designer.
Yeah.
You guys pair them.
Yeah, gonna pair you with a hair designer.
Teach them steps.
Yeah.
Hold them accountable to those steps.
Yeah.
Now, when they fall short, they don't do what they're supposed to do.
We stay on top of you. We don't give up,
Okay.
and there's no strikeouts.
They just keep on resetting and just
keep on
retweaking
resetting.
like what happened.
Yeah, yeah. But eventually, you're gonna have to accept the fact that you're gonna be like, all right, you need to lock in,
Or this might not be it.
yeah, or you
But what
bullshit.
else? Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I think that a lot of kids don't know how to drink. They see what somebody else is doing.
yeah. They see what somebody else is
and
doing.
they just like, oh, that look like it make money.
That's why I say, what are you good at? What do you like
and
to
really
do?
drilling down, it's like, what are you good at? What do you like
What
to
do
do?
you like to do?
What are you passionate about?
Yeah, you like content creator?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're gonna get you with somebody.
Yo,
Then
if
after
you're a
they-
content creator and you like to do that, come in here, please. I need some help. I need
Yeah.
hook me up.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
yeah.
bringing. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get Diddy with you.
yeah.
And he gonna get you right. See, did it. This is lame, man. He come in here, he hooked the whole podcast joint up. I mean, and the panel that day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like, what else you got? Shucks. Instance for me, you want to be a counselor. All right. First, I'm gonna show you what you can't do. Right?
Yeah.
Can't become a convicted felon. You know what I'm saying? You can, but you're gonna have to. It's like you can, but then you come with things that I'm going through. Bury your crimes. People don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? So you got these crimes that can block you from your field. You got kids out here committing crimes, right? And they don't have no acknowledgement about the crime. People don't know what a compound felony is, right? They get in there, everybody got all this knowledge about this and that. Well, he got a gun charge and he going to jail. Nah, that don't mean that, right? You know what I'm saying? If you go to court, they can consider your first gun charge non-violent, especially if you just driving and you got a gun in the car. Let's say you got gun and weed. That's a compound felon. That's a mandatory sentence. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when I got into my altercation, right, when we got into the fight and it led to me pistol whipping him, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it was I was gonna walk free, right? Yeah. So whatever that lawyer told his parents about the robbery and this and that, robbery never occurred. But a robbery and a gun is a compound felon, which makes it a mandatory sentence. So now I'm fighting for my life. So since you want to play with your hands, we're gonna play with your life. You see what I'm saying? So now in the detention center, I prepped them too. You know the law. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to cook? You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that I'm just saying. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Do you have a conscience? You know what I'm saying? Are you even thinking? Right? So you wake up and I see the cats and I see him and I be like, damn, you need to wash your face. This is common sense stuff. You ain't brush your teeth. What's the back end of not brushing your teeth? Your teeth fall out. Like, this is common sense. A lot of people don't have common sense. You know, they get up. A series of events. Do you have a routine when you get up in the morning? You know what I'm saying? No, I do not answer my phone from 5:15 to like 7:30. I'm in the gym and I'm focused. I've learned how to work out. I don't just work out. I've learned it. I know what body parts go with what I got to do this. Am I as disciplined as I'm supposed to be? That's a different story.
Yeah, but you know.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My sons, they get up, they and then it's inspiring because they want to go. You about to go to the gym? You know.
Yeah.
I got a son that get up early as hell.
It's because he see it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Exposure.
And the thing about it is like how you said, man. You was like, bro, you inspired me, man. Like, that keep me going, bro. Like, it's like, man, people call me now. People text me. I got amazing friends. I got amazing supporting team, and they just be like, bro, I'm just telling you, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, you know, and I just be telling people, you know what I'm saying? They be like, but when you gonna talk your shit? Listen, I'm like, I'm not. I'm gonna stay humble. It's
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm struggling with this, so I'm glad you brought this shit up, bro.
Yeah.
How you like? I think we gotta dive into that word, humble.
Okay.
Because God made us to shine, yo.
Shine. Yeah.
God made us to shine.
Yeah.
And I think like again, that humbles some that's playing small. It's to fit in. It's to not stand out. But we ain't meant to fit in, bro. And the reason why we not meant to fit in because there are so many people that need to hear your story.
Right.
So many
Correct.
people, and I think we discount the amount of people that really need, like, people going through something and can't see their way out, and they just need something to just believe like they ain't the only one that going through what they going through.
I'm trying to we trying to create the app or a hotline so you can just call
Yo.
and you could just because
But without you talking though, without you sharing that story, people get really caught up in their own world and think they the only one. They the only one, and you got to fight through a lot of noise just to get to that one person.
one person.
It's gonna be a whole lot of people saying, whatever.
Yeah, but they'll stop. So you got 20 people in line, and you need to get to you need to get to the end.
Yeah,
right. And you done fought 10 people trying to get there. They'll stop at 19.
yeah,
You right there.
right,
One more. Bro, I done had thousands of doors closed in my face.
right. So
It don't even bother. I mean, and that's because I had to learn myself. It went from one thing I used to be like, hey man, why they always talking negative about me and this and that, right? I'm just like, I got to the point where I was like, man, people gonna talk, man.
Cause we ain't for everybody, bro.
Everybody, yep. So when I say humble, right, it's because it's like my humbleness is welcoming. So like you seen in the store,
Yeah,
that smile.
yeah,
I can get cocky and this and that, but I'm gonna get cocky when with these kids. I'm gonna get cocky in these events. We gonna put on.
yeah. I heard what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think is we gotta redefine what it is
what it
because
is, yeah.
the term that's out there right now is like it has taught me to be smaller, shrink.
Yeah,
But it's like, nah.
Your humble is a diamond.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Though, like this me.
Yeah, I mean,
Love it, hate it.
and then you pull up. That's a nice truck. Look at and this is humble shining. It's a truck. Look at this, bro. You got a building. You got this. This is shining.
That's crazy. And yeah,
You woke up. You know what I'm saying? You got a routine.
yeah.
That's humbleness shining. You know what I'm saying? Like you able. You got your food. You got everything that you need to provide. Right? You showing it. You know what I'm saying? Because my homeboy be like, man, I'm telling you, Mark, get up there. Tell them folks this and that. And I be like, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. They see it, bro.
Yeah. You ain't even got to say it.
I ain't even got to, because I be, you know how bad I want to be like, man, I'm that, I'm that guy. I'm this and that. But it's like, nah, I'm like, I look back and I be like you say, I said, damn, man, my life really a movie, man.
No, that's a. You just gave me a whole new perspective, bro. Like it goes back to gratitude. Like I gotta
tell you, that's what. Yeah,
it's gratitude. Just coming here because it ain't often. I'm always looking for that next thing to conquer.
Yeah,
and we conquer so much.
But look at all this you got in here, bro.
Yeah,
this stuff. This ain't your normal stuff. This stuff costs.
Yeah,
that's a pat on the back. I told my homeboy, I said, man, listen, the lives, the people that you talk to, that you save, that you inspire. Give yourself some credit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Like you okay, somebody asks you for some money. You give it. Right? Let's say you give it. You can pat yourself on the back because it was a time that you weren't going to be able to do that.
Right.
You get that's a thing about a lot of men. They don't know how to get themselves no credit. They be like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, like I go to the gym, man, and people ask me about my workouts and this and that. I'm going to pat myself on the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stay poised. My wife don't even know until she see this interview. She gonna know. Oh, she like, damn, my baby writing. She don't know I get up and I write and I talk and I just be like, I could wake up and then some days like this morning I could be like, I'm tired as hell. But then I'm driving here with the radio off and I'm like, I'm about to go get with my dog. We about to do an interview. Yeah. It's that shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, that's how I pop mine. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to see this. Because so many people don't know me, man. Yeah. They know my name.
Yeah.
Like, they be like, I ain't know you went to jail. Right there. That's what I'm saying. You weren't paying attention. You won't, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here. I'm in tune with myself. I'm in tune with my people. You know what I'm saying? My ground. You know what I'm saying? And you know another thing too. Me and my uncle came up with this. You know another thing too to keep me grounded, right? Is my the way I conduct my life is like it's like traffic, signs and driving and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know, if it say a dead end, how many people you know? And I know you done seen it before. It don't say a dead end.
Been down there anyway.
And they go down there just to say, I gotta see. The signs is there.
Yeah.
It's a red light. What happened if you don't? If you run the red light, you gonna
That traffic.
crash out. You go. So then I look at all these ways that I'm going, and I'm like, Mark, you gotta make the right turn. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta make a U-turn. Sometimes you gotta turn it all the way back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't make that left, Mark, and you know you're supposed to be going right. That meaning like, don't go over there when you know you're supposed to be going home. You know what I'm saying?
So curious.
And so and curiosity. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell these teens, and I be like, man, you know, look at life, man. Look at your direction. Look at your path. You know what I'm saying? The signs is there. It's a dead end, and you still going down there. You know what I'm saying? It's a dead end, and then you got situations where you got somebody at walk.
Yo, that's Cosby.
Okay, yeah, you know, you got situations. Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh?
No, we good.
All right. Yeah. So you know, you got times where I do puzzles, right? And the thing about puzzles in life is like you gotta have foundation. That's your grounding, 10 feet down. You know what I'm saying? So then you go from 10 feet down, you're the 10 toes down, you grounded, but then you gotta get this. So it's like the most important part is the head and the feet, right? Everything else is in between. Everything else is in between. So you take this puzzle, and how do you get through life? Foundation. How do you do a puzzle? You gotta get the edges. You ain't nothing without the edges on the puzzle. That's your foundation. That's the easiest part. Once you get the edges, is everything situated, right? How do you prioritize your life? You categorize it. The puzzles, you get to identifying the colors and the cars, and then you get to, before you see people puzzles, they got little pieces here, and before you know it, they gonna all come together, and then you done mapped out your whole joint. That's your life, your foundation. When you started putting colors together and you prioritizing, you know what I'm saying? So then, you know, and that's the thing about with the kids, like nothing how I think now is gonna be normal. I gotta be able to get them something. You know what I'm saying? I also tell them too when they do a puzzle, right? You need a notepad with you. Man, you know how much stuff go through your brain when you're doing a puzzle, man. When you get stagnant, this is the perfect time to sit there and, you know, I play, you know, my next game, Scrabble.
Damn, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I got my homeboy, we be in the hood, bro.
Shit. I don't know Marcus Ward.
Yeah, you know how you do that.
Shit.
You know.
I don't know Marcus Ward. Yo, you got some layers, yo.
I got some, you know, and it's a lot, man, you know, and it's an onion that smell good.
Yo, you got some layers. Like, nah, this real big for me. Like I said, I don't know. I think God put this on me.
Yeah.
This one, I keep telling everybody, like, this wasn't my thing. I'm walking into it, but I never claimed it.
Right. But it's peace. When I see you on TV, when I see you, you know, doing this and you talking about this, bro, you at peace.
Yeah.
You ain't doing, you at peace. Anytime you can come in here and just start talking.
Yeah.
Because I told somebody I wanted to create a Facebook page to where like 2 hours a day, it's an open discussion. Yeah. But see, people don't get up there enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't, like, talk about your problems, man.
Yeah.
You know, I can go live and it's open discussion. And anything that you going to say, I'm telling you, we can talk about. You know what I'm saying? Just like a tactic, you know what I'm saying? I know time getting a little, you know.
No.
Okay. So
no, go ahead. I want to touch on that.
All right. So this is another way we get people to start talking.
Yeah.
Right. So we be in the detention centers anywhere with the kids, right? We keep flashcards.
Yeah.
Empty ones. So we hand them out and we tell each individual person to write down something they uncomfortable talking about. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we collect them. Right? And then we shuffle them on the table.
And I don't know who's saying
I don't know who's saying what. And before I do anything, I just ask them, are y'all cool with me talking about the stuff on the card? Because I'm willing to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Right? And this is how you identify. Right? I'm good on identifying the energy. Right? So, yeah, we pick up stuff. And some of them might say, molestation. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Damn.
It'd be crazy. Suicide, finances. I didn't have it. I went and picked up a card and it said lust. Like group of 14-year-olds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
Yeah. So you begin to do it, right? And you pick a card, and I'd be like, oh, this ain't, I'm showing you how easy it is to break the cycle of communication.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, the reason why I do this, and once we start talking about this, it's a lot of y'all in here going through the same thing.
And it's making it easier.
You're going to be like, damn, somebody in here going, whole time, it's a few of y'all going through it. Mm-hmm. And they love it. And we talk. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it, man. It don't cost shit to talk. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most difficult things with the kids is challenges. You know what I'm saying? Because they make them uncomfortable. So that's why people go to jail and won't work out, because they think they just doing time. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I came out the way I was is because while I was in there, I didn't just sit there. I worked out. I ain't go to the law library, but I read.
Yeah.
I hooped, I balled. You know what I'm saying? If you was messed up, I made sure you was straight. If you ever seen me get into a fight, they already knew. Y'all messing with that nigga, man. Why y'all doing that, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I got all these different strategies and everything. So when I go into these detention centers and different places with my uncle, you know what gets me? We leaving out. When y'all coming back? When you coming back, or when you walk in there, I take you in there, and they be banging on the wall. Hey, y'all coming over here, right? Y'all coming. We like, nah, we can't. Y'all on lockdown.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we had a 12-year-old, man, for 5 days. Stole a car every day. Monday, stole a car. Tuesday, stole a car. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, stole a car. And then went on a high-speed chase and killed the 10-year-old. Hit him on a bike. And killed him, right? That's BMX biking. We landed a partnership with BMX biking because we BYDS, and the kid that got killed, he was on a BMX bike. So the kid who killed him came through the program with us, right? Because now the thing about it is now you doing it, but we can prep you for the penitentiary. We been there. You can ready to go through some things.
Yeah.
So when you go to court, you need to show some type of remorse, right? But don't have expectations of what you think the judge gonna do. Boom. Just go in there, say what you gotta say, get it off your chest, because the judge ain't gonna care. Well, when he made sympathy and he showed himself like that, when we got outside and got with my uncle, the guy came to him and was like, man, he showed sympathy. And we were BMX biking, one of the biggest biking in the world. And we want to partner up with BYDS. You know what I'm saying? So if a kid want to come up there, ride a bike, or create his own bike, we open that. We partner with Parks and Recreation in Richmond. So now you can do art. You know what I'm saying? The art school.
The preventive stuff.
And that's what BYDS. BYDS is a prevention program.
Yeah.
Communication is prevention.
Yeah.
So if I can get you to think before you do it, but then on the back end of that, if you get right and you listen, you move on to entrepreneurship. And not only entrepreneurship, what I'm trying to tell you is we can get you a job still. You might not want to be an entrepreneur, but what do you want to do?
Yeah.
That's it. Even if you say you don't want to be an entrepreneur, but I want to work in Kansas, I bet you we can get you a job in Kansas.
Because everybody got, again, the allure of being an entrepreneur, the boss, in charge.
Yeah.
Everybody answer to somebody.
Yeah, man. And they don't know, man. It's hard.
Entrepreneurship, bro. I answer to people.
Mm. Hmm.
I
And I
answer to
answer
people.
to my team.
Right. I got a team I'm responsible for.
Right,
I
right.
have clients.
Yeah.
I have partners.
Yeah.
I gotta answer to people, bro.
Yeah. And then people think entrepreneurship is easy, man. You know, when we started this nonprofit, Joan, I thought it was gonna be like, man, listen, bro. Man, I be up to the water, be up to here. I be like, blowing bubble. Yeah, like I be like, but I be like, you good, Mark?
Yeah.
Elephant, how you eat them?
One
Small bite at a time.
Yeah, bro. Chunking this thing down.
Another concept I use, right? So my homeboy said all the time. He's like, when it rains, it pours, right? At any given moment, you can flip that umbrella up, bro. You ain't got to stand in the rain, bro. You can flip it up. You can deal with your problems. You ain't got to get wet while you doing it.
Yeah.
You can find some shade. Cause my homeboy, dang, I can't catch a break. Damn, this and that. Lift that umbrella up, bro. What's your go-to? You play ball, right? You see Kobe, you see Michael Jordan. Everybody got a go-to move when their other move gets shut down. I got a go-to mental. I got it. And you see me, I book a trip. I will get going.
Damn, so bro, my wife be trying to, she be on me. Everybody be on me for real. Like everybody be on me. I don't know how to unplug. Bro. I promise you that I don't. My routine is just like.
That's just your routine.
Go.
And that joke on it wears and tears on you though.
Yeah.
Like, even if you come in here an hour a day, this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, or, you know, I don't know if you do it, but try it, bro. Try writing, bro.
Oh, I'm a writer.
Get your son. Try Scrabble. Try a puzzle. Just try.
Yeah, I'm on a puzzle.
You know what I'm saying? Just try it, but keep a pad there though.
Yeah.
Everything. So like you say, yeah, you know, we doing these events, people stealing ideas and this and that. So what we say we gonna come up to? We gonna put a twist on everything. You ain't gonna be, you know, we got this event coming up. You know, we gonna get them.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. People, man, like people don't understand collaboration.
Yes, man.
Collaboration, bro.
Yes, bro. They don't want to. Like,
I saw you. So I've been doing this shoe drive, and then I started in 2019 or 2020. Did it for 3 years consecutively, and then I did a gala last year.
Okay.
And now the consensus, it was just more people. I like the vibe that was produced with the shoe drive event.
Right.
It's just trying to do so much, and I'm only one person, and then I'm trying to run a business and coordinate events, and I'm just like,
it's hard, man.
Hard as shit.
It's
so
hard.
then I watched what you did this year with the 2 events this summer.
Yeah.
Or that was spring and summer.
Right.
And I was like, man, they already got it. Like,
yeah. And it's crazy because this my homeboy that you talk to, you know what I'm saying? And I told him that he need to come over here because he need to come out. He need to sit down.
Yeah.
Do an interview with you because he's an entrepreneur, right?
Big time.
And he big time.
Big time.
And he needs to, he needs an outlet.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you need to. So my outlet, and not to get off subject, my outlet is the kids, being able to talk to them, pouring into them. Like I pour so much into people that I don't feel like I'm getting it poured back into, right? So you get you a team that you can mentor. You know what I'm saying? That you can raise them up, build their confidence. They gonna pour into you.
Yeah.
And then they gonna bring more teams to you. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about the event was BYDS, right, only had 2 people. Right, me and my uncle.
Yeah.
Well, Frontline Millionaire has a team of 13, 14 people. Yeah. Excuse me. But like he said, it was like it was just like everybody was still in uncharted waters, right? So it was like once you collab and get people to like our program, the person that does our programming and maps out all our stuff, that's her strength. We don't take her outside of that. Mark good at the community, community engagement, communication, resources. So I tell them quick off the top, give me Newport News.
Yeah.
Right? You give so and so Hampton, and then you get such and such that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With bruh being at the top, right? He's been in management before.
Yeah.
So structure.
Mm-hmm.
He's big on structure. So you're gonna always see like organization, like gonna be organized and timely. You know what I'm saying? Formal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you say, you see it and you like, but the whole time we sit back and try to dissect what we're gonna do, and then we actually messed around and it was a successful event. It won't nothing to dissect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then, like you say, that was why we came up under Frontline Millionaires University, because BYDS had almost everything, but we didn't have our 501c3. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, we had our mission statement. We had all our stuff.
Yeah.
And he like, well, we ain't quite there yet. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got this. Let's just bring this all together.
Yeah. Just rope.
Let's just rope. And then, and I'm like, shoot, man, just make it free. Everything. Give them some hope. Give them, you know what I'm saying? Just give it to them, and you know, it won't never about the money, of course, right? Impact. The community impact, and the community needs it, right? But my biggest thing with the community is the community not doing what they supposed to do with it. Like y'all beg, and y'all beg, right? Before you know it, right? It's only gonna be so much we can take before we say, hey, Maryland responding better than Virginia. Atlanta responding better than Virginia. You know what I'm saying? We gain data, we get all, so we see, we got the whole prompt of what's, you know, who's supporting and who doing what, and then from city to city, you know what I'm saying? Like you say with the first event, brought over 2,000, almost over 2,000 people out, right?
Yeah.
Man, it was different states, because you had to scan that barcode.
Oh, so we start getting that info.
We get that info.
People ain't even from here showing up.
People ain't even from here. And see, people didn't even know that you doing that barcode. We need that data because we need y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna give us y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? Give us, and matter of fact, not even the kids, parents, what you need to do? You got a job? You need help? What you got going on? Don't be ashamed. Talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a resource. You a resource. You know, it was just, you know, it's just strong right now. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, and on the back of that, people still have their lives. You know, our director just had her firstborn. Congratulations to Michaela. Yeah. So she off, you know, she off right now. She beautiful son, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy that you met, you know what I'm saying? He just had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? People got, you know, but it's other stuff going on. See, Frontline Millionaires University is a nonprofit. You still got Frontline Millionaires, which is the clothing line. You know, that has over 300K followers on IG.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And you have a construction side of things. And you got BYDS. You know what I'm saying? So then I jumped out there and showed people that, like, you know, it's okay to change your identity. And I started modeling. You see what I'm saying? I'm just showing people that you can get out of your comfort zone. Stuff that I said I would never do. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I was talking about a firefighter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Knowing damn well, don't none of us like the heat. You see what I'm saying? And got older, ain't think about being a firefighter.
I did that.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
I did it on that damn ship, boy.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, with it being down here, man, you give them the option, bro. Yeah. We give them the option. It's not, back in the day, man, we could go to the boys club, like you say. I mean, it was times that they won't letting us in there. But it was also people that we had, like Coach Johnson. Rest in peace to, you know, Miss Moore. You know what I'm saying? Miss Moore, you know, she would pay everybody membership. You know what I'm saying? Like, The Boys Club saved us. Dora Miller's saved us.
Yeah.
And now you don't even, you got to think when a kid gets suspended from school, they go home now. It was at a point in time, you was in school, you had in-school detention, or you went to that school that was back there behind Huntington. It was a school back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You won't going home. So now you send your kid home and you at work. You setting them up for failure. You in trouble.
More trouble.
So that's when I go to these high schools and I be like, all right, well, I've been in here an hour, Mr. Principal, and I see the same 4 or 5 kids walking the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to know, right? What you gonna do if they don't want to be here? If they really don't want to be here today, and they calling the problem, yeah, what? You gonna allow me to come in? You gonna willing to open up a classroom for me? You know what I'm saying? Is the city gonna give us our school? It's just an alternative. It's a safe house. Youth Center of Excellence. You know, we working on it. Because that's the thing about it. Like you got this, everybody focus on the problem. How we gonna solve it?
Proactive. So that was my vision with this. This is this building.
Mm-hmm.
With this space. Like I wanted to create, like I want content creators to come in here.
Come in, yeah, that's dope.
I want you, if you got a story to tell, you can use this equipment.
Yep.
You can come in here and we got different backdrops.
Yeah, see?
I just like using the same one, but we got different backdrops in here. Come in, do your thing, get busy.
Get busy.
The conference rooms. I want people to come here I want this to be a learning center. Like that's why my mantra is like I'm using real estate to reinvigorate the community.
Got you.
I'm using real estate, the money that I make, and the people that do business with me.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that is going to funding other people's shit. Like, I had my number a long time ago, and maybe I won't reach it far enough. But what makes my family go?
Mm-hmm.
I hit that number, and I think I got comfortable with that.
Got you.
I was like, oh, I'm straight. Like I come from oodles and noodles, baby. So I'm straight. I'm good. I ain't gotta really do too much.
Exactly.
And now I had again, when you talk about your circle, your people around you, I had people stretching me like, bro, you leaving money on the table, and it's like people trying to push me, $1 million this, $1 million that, because that's the number that drives everybody. But I didn't find any motivation to going to chase money until he's like, yo, the money that you making ain't for you. You can use that to fund everything that you want to do. You got big dreams, bro. And you can't do it with what you're doing. Like, yeah, you're going to take care of your family straight.
Yeah.
But to build that thing, you need to put yourself out there. You got to start showing up in these different capacities. Yeah. And now, it's crazy how God works.
Out there.
Yo, yeah. I swear, I tell you, like, people, if you know me, I was always slide to the back. I'm cool.
I'm cooling.
Cool, and I'm out the way.
So my homeboy you met, that's what he'll sit in that cloud and he'll back all the way up to you.
I'm already knowing. Just our conversation.
Yeah.
We talked about so many things, and it was just like, oh, you me on another level.
On another level. And I bring people like you to him.
Yeah.
This is one of my gifts. Yeah. I'm a resource connector, right? I might not can't close the deal, but I'm like, if I can get you in front of him,
get in the rooms,
you know. And now that's that thing about him now, you know. But man, bro treat me good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I be in these rooms with these people, and it's just he just be like, I just need you in the room. You soak it in. You know, it ain't about what you gonna say. You articulate your words fine, and you let people control the conversation, and they gonna come up to you and they see you, yeah.
You got that glow, bro.
Right, and you know, you got him sending me out, getting tailored. You know what I'm saying? Getting suits, you know what I'm saying? And not renting. He's buying them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he like, you know, this is, you know, because I'm the coast is clear guy. Right?
Yeah.
So I go in, and I got to make sure everything size it up, and I'm like, oh, all right. Hey, the coast is clear. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gonna just walk into any room.
Yeah.
Like you say.
Yeah.
And then that money on the table. He speak highly about that, man. He was like, bro, you got to take it, Mark, and you can't leave no money on the table. And that's when he want me to get out of the humble aspect.
Yeah. And I understand yours too. Like, but I think it's just well, just judging from what he told, what he's showing you, like getting Taylor, hitting different countries, it's like it's more than what we've
What
been
we see.
accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
Like he's like, nah, yeah, our humble speaking for
Yeah.
us in these areas, but it's like
He's like, bro, you don't even see. He said, bro, I see the vision, bro. He said, I see you
there,
up there. And he said, the thing about you is when you up there, you gonna bring.
other people.
But he said, I know you. You gonna get yourself. Because it was a point in time where I was trying to bring other people and I wasn't right.
That's why I
And
say
then you got to know who the bus is moving, right? And it's gonna make stops. And some of these people up here, they're gonna have to get off, or they're gonna have to change the seat, right? But when we get off the bus and we get to that round table, when I said what I said the other day about the chairs being grounded, it's some chairs at these tables that ain't gonna move. They grounded to the ground for a reason, and they ain't going nowhere. So you can come and pull your seat up, or you can get your chair, or you can get your table, or your chair grounded. You know what I'm saying? Because being around a guy like that, man, it's like greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just go out of town, and he just want me to just, like you say, be a fly on the wall, take some notes, and I'd be like, well, send such and such with me. Bet. What you need? You good, bro? And it's just me. I wake up and it's like, it's just like a therapy session every time. This is what we doing right here. I do this all day. I wish I could walk around and document it, you know what I'm saying? Because it'd be crazy. This is what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? People come to my house, man, we not gossiping. Man, we either in there trying to book trips. I'd be like, man, how can we make money every day? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it possible?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or, or you check on so-and-so today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm begging teenagers and teens to check and see if is your parents okay, man. When I put up there, hey, I'm just tapping in the husbands, are we okay? Because I am not. I'm being serious. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? I want a group chat to where it's like 15, 20 of us. And you know what I'm saying? Because, I just started a group chat now, with the guy you made, my cousin, Chris and me. And they wake up and it's so inspirational, man. That when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they just shoot that text, top of the top, morning motivation. And you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that I stopped doing too. I started getting accustomed to strangers, and I'm going to keep telling people that.
What's that?
I got accustomed to strangers, man. I stopped doing all that. Oh, I ain't messing with that person. I ain't messing. Nah, man. Some of the most inspirational and like influential people in my life, man, has been like people like from like college, the gym. Man, when my dad died, man, them guys wrapped they soul and they feelings around me. So it was a group of, and it was crazy because the people I worked out with, they had already lost their pops. So when I lost mine, it was just like, come here, man. Come here, man. You good. We're going to get you through this. Damn. It won't. How I'm going to figure it out. Damn. It was more me reflecting on, damn, I ain't even get that much time with my pops. You know what I'm saying? When me and my pops finally started talking, he was in the hospital and he was telling me he was dying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So like I told you, I was raised by another man. See, my brothers and them, they was raised by my father.
Yeah.
My real father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had a bond with him. See, I had a vendetta. They had a bond because I went off hearsay. And that's another thing that we teach in the youth too, is that you got a lot of kids that got a lot of pushback from their fathers based on them thinking what their father did to them, right? What they thinking, because they going off what they heard.
Yeah.
A lot of that resentment is because of that, right? They don't even have a real problem with their father, man. It's whatever their parents went through that they hold it. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
I'm mentoring a kid now. Don't tell me you hate your pops. I said, bro, I lost my dad. And if you ever want to get mentored again, you'll never say that out your mouth, right? I said, you can't even tell me why he mad. Well, I mean, when I was a baby, bro, stop it, bro.
You don't know.
Let's.
You don't even know.
Yeah, like, and half of it, they base their relationship off of whatever their mom and their dad went through. It has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of pushback from a lot of the ladies, but you got to take in consideration. I don't know what they went through. So with my wife, I had to go all the way back and backtrack, right? I said, damn, she don't trust me. She is something, you know what I'm saying? The first male figure in her life that she would have trusted would be her father. So if he betrayed her at a young age, right? The next male that she's going to truly love and that I seen that unconditionally was her firstborn, which is my son. She loved me and was in love with me, but unconditionally put her trust into it would have been my firstborn. I had to build what we got because she lost hope, you know what I'm saying, with her father. The second one would have been her brother. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
So she didn't have no male figure. So she's a twin with her mom. They raised like that. Her mom's strong. She don't play no games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my wife, mom. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I never took any of that in consideration because I was like, I came up in a household with two parents. I know what it looked like. I know what it looked like to treat a woman good. I know what it looks like for a man to come home to a cooked meal and clothes folded and, you know what I'm saying? But I also took in consideration too that like this ain't back in the day relationships. This ain't back in the day. But I seen it and I can show you, you know what I'm saying? Then I got friends too that I can lean on. Sydney, Ian, you know, look at you, how successful your marriage. I got people that got successful marriages, you know. And when we get to discussing things, you realize that we all going through the same stuff in different aspects. We all probably be like, man, damn, wife that pissed me off. And then we hear it and be like, man, I just went through that.
Right. That's why I'm listening to everything you're saying, and it's like that is real.
And that's
it's real, and that lack of vulnerability. Like, damn, I just go through it. You know what I'm saying? Go through it because
you're gonna become numb.
Yeah,
and that's what you don't want to do.
And so that's where I just do more shit.
Yeah,
do more, but just to hear like,
I had to tell my wife. I said, man, you gotta get some hobbies. I know you love me to death, but you blowing my phone up. You this and this and that. And it was just something that she had to respect. You gotta find something to do. You got a lot of time on your hand. Yeah, you got a sweet old work schedule, this and that, but I'm like, I'm busy. And you wanging my junk, and I'm gonna pick it up. Yeah, that's cool, fine and dandy. But then what she do? She joined a all women book class. Book
club.
Book club. Yeah. She took out. She didn't like hitting the gym, like talking about it, right? So she decided to take pole dancing classes, female one. Now they nice group of females, then they go out, they hang out, you see what I'm saying? Because that's a part of learning each other. It's gonna be a part in time where I'm gonna just be like, man, I'm just tired right now, man. Like I just need, and I wanna be tired in my household. I might not want to lay up today. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I might not want spaghetti today. You know what I'm saying? I'm entitled to saying I don't want no pork.
Yeah.
You see what it's just, and if you got somebody that you molding, so you got and I'm gonna leave it alone after this. So you got a relationship, a wife and everything. And back in the day when they make clay and make a vase, they used to have this thing.
Yeah.
And you put it and it spins. So this is a relationship. It's the same way, right? So you gotta mold it. You gotta keep, and it's getting tiresome.
Yeah.
You switching legs and you doing it and you motoring. And as you noticing that you're getting it right. But here come problems and then it start shifting a little bit. It might fall, then you gotta redo it and this and that. So if you treating that clay like your life, like your person that you trying to mold into this, it'll never be a dull moment. And before you know it, you done created this vase that you wanted. Now I can put it in the oven, heat it up, make it hard, and look what I done created. But if you allow yourself to get tired and let your junk just fall, you know what I'm saying?
Keeping that shit moving.
Keeping it moving, keep forming. And that's in all aspects of life, you know what I'm saying? But that right there is the best way that I can sum up like relationships and marriage, you know what I'm saying? It's like clay, you see it, it's hard. Females are hard on one side, soft on the end. You see what I'm saying? And then you see them, you know, and then you got to keep working on the guy and this and that. But it's the thing about it is you're molding each other. You're creating what you can create.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope,
No
man.
doubt, bro.
We've been here 2.5 hours.
No doubt, man.
Look. Hey, no, so we gonna wrap up there, but yo,
Yeah.
this is the first of many because I think like we can build some more stuff off of this.
No,
I
we
think
can,
like damn, I don't know Marcus Ward. I'm learning Marcus Ward all over again. Like, bro, we could touch on the community aspect, the marital aspect, shoot, the self, like taking care of yourself, like because man, you said some stuff that I'm ready to go work on with me because I know I've been neglecting me for a long time.
Yeah.
And just business, entrepreneurship, man, shit, taking over the damn world, bro.
There you
And
go.
like,
Yep.
look, it's crazy. We hear from the bottom of the map, bro, the East End.
Bro, we in a dead end, bro. I don't think nobody ever understand that when I tell them. They be like, where you from? I said, man, it's a dead end, man.
Yo,
They like, nah. I said, bro, it's a dead end.
I get so many people just like, what? My friends now, they left, went to Charlotte, went to Atlanta, went different places. And I had a guy from DC. He running a gym over in Hampton, but I befriended him a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and he identified this to me. He was like, "Man, get in motion." I was like, he said, "You've been here motion, but you just need to fucking lead." He said, "You sitting around here, you waiting." He said, "Bro, you got everything in order, just go." And he was like, "But I do understand your dynamic." He said, "I'm not from here, but I kind of see where you at. See, you came back here, and it's your sense of belonging. Like I'm home, and I like to feel this is my tribe. These my people.
This is
like,
my people,
bro." And he's like, "You grew so much that you still want to be one of the guys." He's like, "You the guy now.
The guy. The guy.
You the guy. So lead. You gotta be objective driven and say, yo, this what we doing. This how it's going down, and we moving on this date."
And it's a process to that.
Yeah.
So like, just like people be like, I just not even people. I just be like, timing is everything.
Yeah.
Right. When the time right.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Because it can. I asked my homeboy last night. I said, bro, you be talking about money all the time. You talk about money. I said, if I go and I cash you out on $1 million, right, tomorrow, I give it to you cash, you gonna be prepared for it? And I said, be honest with me though. That's your problem. And he was like, nah. I said, you gonna get $1 million and you gonna spend 100,000, right? I said, do you got 100,000 in revenue? Do you got 100,000 that you
bring it back in?
Did you
got a plan to replace that?
Yeah. Do you already got it? I said, because after you go through that 100,000, then you gonna start working on that 900,000. You know what I'm saying? So no, yeah, if I give you $1 million, right? Yeah, I need you to go take care of your debt. Yeah, I need you to go pay your car up.
Yeah.
It's about 10K. You know what I'm saying? That not spend 100.
Yeah. Take care of the stuff that's already in motion.
In motion that
Stop
you
the
are.
bleeding.
Stop the bleeding. You paying for this, paying for that. I ain't got to pay this for a little while. So it's like you say, man, bro, we can come in here and this right here will be the outlet to get them people to what they need to hear, to open it up. Because, man, I ain't scared to talk about nothing.
I can see that. Now you got me ready to go into some uncharted waters.
And that's the thing about it. I'm in a space of comfort, man. Normally I'd be nervous and this and that, but it's like we talking and we doing this for a purpose, for help.
Right.
Bro, I ain't got nothing. I ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? We can, like you say, we can get deep into the marriage, and you know, and people need that.
Yeah. That's why stuff crumbling, because like who showed you? There's no blueprint.
Yeah.
And like even though you don't have a blueprint, like you're courageous enough or comfortable enough.
Yeah. Because I don't use a therapist.
Yeah.
See, my therapist that I use, he's not like somebody that I pay for. It's just somebody like, he just keep me motivated, make sure I straight, right? And my therapy to marriage counseling would be like your marriage, Sydney, and I don't go and, I'm just saying me personally, I don't go and book a counselor, right? Because that's going to be, most of that shit is based off their school experience and their experience. So you get somebody in there that's supposed to be doing their job, but they catering to women because they done had their heart broken before. When I can just go and I can get a bunch of men,
Let's say, yo,
right?
Yeah.
So I can get our 4 couples, and I can take the men, and then our ladies can go with them, and they can have their session, and we do this for about a month, and then we collab.
Let's say this where we at.
And this where we at, and this what we came up with. This what we discussed. How y'all feel about it? Next thing you know, that's gonna lead to bigger, and then that's probably gonna lead to us traveling
And experiencing life on some unspoken stuff.
unspoken stuff, and that's how you need it like that. People be out here. I'm not saying I know people specialize in everything, but people be out here paying for this, that, and the third. Man, it's right here. It's this. Look at this. Is free.
Back to that connection, that community, that all of that stuff, bro.
See what I'm saying?
Damn, man, I'm looking forward to it, yo.
Yeah, bro. We can do this.
You got any, I guess, parting wisdom?
Let me see. Like, I mean, mainly, like I say, don't be scared to talk, right? Everybody going through things. The only way to figure it out is to talking to somebody, right? Get a routine. Get a routine. Don't just have somebody that you get up in the morning and you like, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do today.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I work out. You know what I'm saying? Send my emails, my Zoom calls, you know, figure out, I'm already working on what I'm going to do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I could be working out, right? And I already got my regimen that I'm going to do for tomorrow. Stay ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have, like, the best, like you say, inspirational words through. I just...
this it.
Yeah, my biggest thing is, like, this is my biggest inspirational John, for real. Call me. Call me. I can help. We can help each other. Find what I say, what my homeboy say. Find yourself a me.
Be your mirror, bro.
Be your mirror.
Yeah.
Hold yourself accountable. You need friends that you can that ain't gonna just say yes.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be like you was dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mental peace, balance. You gotta have it. I don't get frustrated no more. Only thing that pissed me off, I stubbed my toe or something. And it get to the point now, mentally, I try to fight through the pain because I know it's coming. I be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and think outside the box. The average person only, like, use, like, 15, 16% of their brain. They don't even know how to unlock different chambers. I mean, you can go look at it and Google it, man, and ask the average person how much of their brain they use. Man, if you find somebody that they unlock 70% of their brain, oh, my God. They is dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like that. Like I said, this right here unlocked a whole lot because
bro.
I know how I want to move.
Yeah.
Just getting out of here.
Yeah, and that's why I say this right here. You know, the more I come in here, you're gonna learn a lot about markets, man. It's a lot of stuff that, like, you know, people don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've been kidnapped before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. You know. Man, shit, man. I done jumped off bridges trying to get away from the law. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, I didn't save people from, dying. I didn't, I mean, we can go in depth. And that's the thing about it with the kids and the teens. I don't hold nothing back.
Yeah.
I sit down, I look at you.
You've been on that proverbial edge already.
And
bro.
I've been over there, man. It's stuff that, people that know me even from the streets, they know. They like, man, shit, bro, I am proud, bro. You are, you put that suit on, but I know you. That's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like, it's changing that image, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just Mark, man. And they gonna get to know Mark.
Get real. No, man, Mark, I appreciate you, bro. Like, this is a whole lot.
You too, man.
A whole lot.
For sure, bro. Yeah, thank you.
Keep these rolling, man. And looking forward to next month, bro. Like,
yes.
Got to talk with your guy, but
yeah,
he's telling me the 25th of August.
So it's going to be, I think it's the 24th of August, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the 24th, but I'm going to double check. But the building is locked in.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to do, too, on him is Somebody holds me accountable for. They ask me how my after you do your initial. What's that word I'm looking for when you check back in, like follow ups.
Yeah.
They ask me, Mark, what's your follow up game like? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, when you after the events?
So, no, like so just like, if I was to send an email to somebody about like, getting a grant or something, it's like, what's your follow up game? After you have you followed up on it? You know,
Money
what I'm
in the follow up.
There you go. So what I'm trying to do is, even with him is like, reach out to people more, follow up on stuff, like actually, because the people that I'm bringing to him is like us, right?
Yeah.
They regular people that you can call.
Yeah.
See, I tell him off the top. That's why we do lunch, we do dinner. You know what I'm saying? Because we learn a lot about somebody.
Yeah.
I might not want to wear. I might not like how you chew.
Yeah.
You might chew with your food out. You know what I'm saying? Your mouth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I be telling them. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta. I want you to talk to these people because he's stressed. He go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm trying to build a team of communication. Like this a new culture.
Yeah.
This that shit.
Bro, I already got it in my head. I seen it. I didn't know what the faces look like, but the picture's starting to get clear. It's like when you see like Harlem Renaissance. So you see the people on the brownstones and they all in their best and it's all these faces.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, these the people that sparked that revolution. Yeah. These the people that got that ball in motion. Like we get to write our own history now. Like this is our time.
And that's what we gonna do now.
Right.
That's what and then another thing too, and then I'm gonna let you go, is nobody plays the same position every day. Mm-hmm. Right? So, right, everybody's a boss. We all bosses, right?
Right.
Right. And then the leadership part, right? I might not be the boss tomorrow. Mm-hmm. The role's gonna change. I probably gonna have to be in the field. Like with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like they be like, the man is this and that. No, listen, every day, every 20 jumps, the roles change. Yeah. They change, right? Yeah. She might gotta be the boss today.
Right.
But then tomorrow I gotta right. It's no one way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we all take in advice. We all we that accountability and constructive criticism.
For the greater good, bro.
For the greater good. Yeah.
No, man, it's dope. Like next time, should we have some I like the way this shit flows.
No, I like it. This is dope. We don't need that's we just come out. I mean, next time if you would be like, shit, we gonna talk about marriage, or we gonna talk about, entrepreneurship, or just, how your week went.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely follow up on that, because I gotta follow up with you on how I'm gonna implement all of this.
Yeah, and I'll stay on top of you with it, you know what I'm saying, with your routine. Like how you told me yesterday, I gotta run around, I gotta do this, that, and the third. I be telling bro too, and I be like, when you get that 10 minutes to yourself, that's your 10.
Yo.
You need to go walk. You need to go think, right? If you gotta take 10 10-minute breaks a day, and it equals up to the only time you get. Yeah. You can't complain about it. That's just the time you got. It is what it is. Make the best out of it.
Yeah. I'm always on this race, but now it's like it ain't meant for me to run by myself. So that's
you come on in. Y'all got this team. How y'all so successful? Y'all a team.
Yeah.
I tell bro all the time, bro, take some of that junk. No, you ain't got it. I got you.
Because it's the value prop, bro.
There you go.
It's that you want to be of value to your team.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I feel like I'm all fame providing value, but my team, they start to give me that feedback.
And they feedback, there you go, man. And then like you say with them, I know y'all do stuff, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know, go play tennis, go bowling, go out to eat. You know, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's just telling you, people don't do it. How y'all good? The crib straight? I'm
about to take off the rest of the day.
I'm
inspired to take the rest of the day off. This is all I'm doing right here.
You see what I'm saying? And then, go do, like I go eat Dolo sometimes. Or I go get one of my youngins that I'm mentoring. And I take them with me all day.
Yeah.
And I say, this is what Mark Day look like. Pull your pants up. Don't come out here with no Crocs on. And I'm about to show you what I be doing. And I be like, the most important part of my day, you know what I'm saying, is making sure that I got my peace.
No, man, you for real.
Yeah. You walk through the door in your crib, yeah, it shouldn't be nothing that could throw you off unless you walking in and that motherfucker flooded. You see what I'm saying? Even then, I've walked into disasters and I just be like, things happen, bro. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I got you, bro.
But yeah, yo,
No doubt.
we out.